show live from Dallas. Good evening, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Chances are you're already over the debate that's happening, so you've tuned into the right place. My name is Christiana, and I'm the host of The Pitch. I'm here with my co-host, tuning in. Not sure if you can see everybody, but I've got a stack of beautiful people here with me tonight.
Wow.
Oh,
thank you.
Don't act like I've never complimented you guys before.
We just love
You're
you.
the best.
I've always wanted to be
After Katie.
part of the stack. You know?
Yeah,
So.
a stack, a lineup of
Yeah.
very beautiful individuals. If you've never tuned into The Pitch, you're in for a treat. We have no idea what to expect tonight because tonight is an unexpected evening. If you've never tuned in, I like to call this episode The Bachelorette Meets Shark Tank. So we're going to let single daters get pitched by their very kind vouchers in the style of a startup pitch deck or videos. This time we're mixing it up. We're doing a video submission. That was fun the last time. We had
So fun.
Yeah.
And I
Lauren.
cannot wait for this one.
Yeah.
So
That was
tune
great.
in. It was really it was easy for people versus making a very difficult presentation on PowerPoint. So this is going to be a fun one. Hope you guys are ready to tune in. We've got some very vouchable people. Some that hang out behind the camera. You might recognize. I don't know. He's shaking his head. He's shaking his head. But we
He's
have
hard at work right now. He's
a
hard
special
at work.
surprise. Usually I have a very fun presentation to introduce my co-host here with me tonight, but I'm going to wing it this time. This thought came to me as I was driving here because my phone flew out of my hand when I shouldn't be texting and driving, and I thought to myself, do you guys remember buttons on phones when you could text with a button? So the way I'm going to introduce my friends today is if you guys were to be an old school phone, I'm going to guess
I know
which
what
one.
you're gonna-
I'm going to guess which phone they used to have because you used to know.
Oh, you're gonna guess?
I'm gonna just you guys are gonna introduce as the phone that I think
Okay.
that you had, but you also embody,
Okay.
Is this also our Halloween costume?
and then you're gonna.
Yeah.
I hope you're ready to do some carpentry or metal work. To my left here is my sweet friend Andrea, who has many skills, but is sturdy,
Okay.
easy to rely on,
Okay.
organized, loves a document.
I do.
I'd like to introduce Andrea as the ever so classy Blackberry.
Oh my god, I had a BlackBerry for like 8 years.
Thank
Yes.
you.
I remember my
Thank
BB pin.
Very
It was
BlackBerry.
BB
Yeah.
pin 291.
Oh, see, I didn't have one of
It
those.
was
So what
something-
was
now I
your
forgot
passcode
it.
to get
Yeah,
into
it's
the
like it was
phone?
like the BlackBerry chat. It was
BBM.
Like, it was
Yeah.
BBM, yeah.
Okay.
You're like the
I'll
Blackberry.
get you later.
Thank you,
I heard
yeah.
you.
You're like
Okay.
the Blackberry brick, like dependable. You know?
Yeah.
It can fall,
That's what I'm saying.
and it's like always gonna work.
Yeah, and
Sturdy.
I'm always
Sturdy.
on it.
Yeah.
Yep.
So not wrong.
Good guess.
Okay, thank you so much.
That's a great guess.
Next, Martina, who
I know which one she-
is an
I
absolute.
feel like we all know.
Do you know? I don't know. I'm
Say it.
okay.
Well,
Okay,
just
here
say
we
it.
go.
Just say it.
Martina, host of a very fun podcast, also has a really fun community, hilarious, too cool for school, might take you to get your belly button pierced during lunch, I'm not sure. She absolutely had a sidekick.
Oh, I
With
thought you were
rhinestones.
gonna go Pink Razor.
I did too. I was thinking
Not,
about
but you knew the girls with the sidekicks, because they always,
I
Yeah.
did, but that was before I had a cell phone.
oh.
Sidekicks, yeah. My first phone was a Pink Razor, but I will take the Sidekick because it's very Paris Hilton, and you know how I feel about
That's why I thought,
Paris Hilton, so I'll take it. I am a good sidekick. Sling.
and a good
Yes.
sidekick, a good wingman. Damn, I missed
Yeah.
my
Wow.
opportunity.
Queen of Puns.
But the cool girls in school always had the sidekick. They'd always
Yes.
like, you know, like
Yes.
that was much louder than this. Like, you know what I mean? Like they would
Scared
like.
the hell
I am the
sorry.
cool girl in school.
I feel like
Sorry.
she like had the sidekick connected to the belly button ring.
Yeah.
It was just
Yeah.
like
That's how you
there.
charged
wow.
it. You just charged it. You just charged it. Up next though is my sweet angel of a friend.
Brent?
Yeah.
Sweet angel.
Thank you.
I don't know. I'm
Thank you.
not going to feel like it. Brent, who does many things, acts, produces, sells a lot of things, been through a lot of stuff, could be thrown in your washer and still survive. He's the Nokia brick.
Oh.
My very first phone was a Nokia. 1,000%. Snake.
Snake.
Bucks Hooker.
Damn.
Yes, oh my God,
I
Snake
had
was
so
so
many
good.
of the like you used to be able to take off the antenna and put a whatever on it, and we would put the one that was like it would do like a blue and red light like a cop thing, and we would like try to flash it in our car to like make people.
Oh,
it was,
wow,
it's
you
a
guys were
cell
bad.
phone. Yeah, we were super bad.
So bad.
So
Okay.
bad. Yeah, McLovin bad.
Yeah,
Alright.
love it for sure.
Okay, whoa. Not
Alright.
me,
Okay.
my friend.
Okay.
Okay. Up next, the ever so stylish Juan.
That's me.
Trendy, up to speed on pop culture, knows what to do when it comes to style, culture, music, drinks.
I already know what he's getting.
What am I getting?
I'm trying to think of the name now. You know what? You were the first iPhone, but you had a ringback tone, and it was pretty Ricky.
Oh,
Okay.
So when girls called you, it was a Pretty Ricky song, which is
Yeah.
more than one
Was,
Ricky. Did you
what is
guys
that?
know it's a
No.
multiple?
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It
Juan was
that.
like the first
Yeah.
one to have an iPhone, then he was like, these
Which is
suck,
funny
I'm gonna go
because
back to the
he's the-
Android.
He's the
Yep.
only
That's what I'm
one
saying.
without.
Yeah,
an
that's
iPhone.
the irony of it. I'm the only one that do not
That's
have
true.
an iPhone.
He makes our text
but
messages green.
I did
We're
want.
starting a
I
GoFundMe.
did want
for
one.
his iPhone.
I did want one. I wanted an iPhone, but
Yeah.
I did not get one. My favorite phone was the slide phone. The slider, you can pop it out, and you can slap it back in. Oh, I love that one.
There were some good ones, but I really can't remember the names.
Yeah, I can remember the names
I'm
of it.
surprised
Yeah.
nobody got the. You know what? That's you. Let's give her
Oh.
a phone.
Oh.
You're
The
the
pink
you're the Razor.
Razor?
You're the
Okay.
pink
Yeah,
Razor.
okay.
The Motorola Razor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the original. That was the first like.
You know why?
sleek-
Because it's everyone's
was.
favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
There you go.
Nice.
All of our favorite.
It's the Kevin Bacon of
Phones.
Of phones.
Definitely, yeah.
Of
I
mobile
did have a
devices.
pink razor, and it was so good.
I
Like,
did too.
I didn't
hang up the phone and just like.
Don't you miss hanging up the phone?
Oh my God,
Oh,
I do.
yeah.
dramatic.
Now all you do is just like.
I'm hanging up now. I'm hanging up. I'm just letting you know.
But when's the last time have you hung a phone up?
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, I do.
Oh,
But-
that's
oh, you mean like hung it up?
Yeah, like
Good. Bring the landline phone back.
I did see, do you guys want to, this is hilarious to me. I was sitting, who knows where, and these kids, like, I would probably say preteens, maybe, I don't know. They look older and older every year. And they had their iPhones, but they had a attachment so they could answer a real phone. And I was like, what are you guys doing? It had like a headphone jack, so they
Oh, but
could
it was
talk
a
on the
real-
phone. And they're like, oh yeah, we got this at an antique shop. And I was like, oh fuck me, okay? So you guys are an antique shop to
They're
plug
like, it's called Radio
a
Shack.
phone. And they're like, yeah, isn't it antique? I was like, wow, you guys have never
Yeah.
answered
So you
the phone.
don't
I
even
had
know
no
like what a, like
idea
a what's it called the
what a home phone
Rotary
is.
phone?
the rotary
I miss
phone.
it.
They have no idea what it's
really
like
miss
to
it.
wait for a girl's call who says she's going to call you at 8:30, and you're like waiting around, and then and it comes, or it might not come, or whatever. Or the other side where you call and you hear the beep, but you know like they're on the other line. You're like, man, those were the days.
Oh, what's worse is when you were waiting for a call and then your mom got on the phone.
Oh.
Oh, come on, get off the phone!
Yeah.
I
Or
got
your
my call.
dad.
Yeah.
Even worse.
Oh yeah. Well, my dad wouldn't even like get on the phone. He'd just come in and like grab the phone and hang it up. You're like, oh, okay, bye. And
Do you remember when voicemails used to like play out to the entire like?
Yes,
if you
it
were
was like
sitting,
it was like that box.
yes, and if you were sitting down for dinner and a boy called you and asked you to
Oh.
the dance over your voicemail, like your father heard it during dinner. It was,
and he like sets down the meatloaf and he just
Yeah.
listens.
Who was that
Puts
guy?
his like
Who was
hand here and he's just
yeah.
like,
Yeah, no, I got,
Those
the reason
were the
why
days.
I brought up the ringback tone. Verizon emailed me and said, we're going to discontinue your ringback tone recently, like a week ago. And I said, I'm sorry. What ringback tone? So I'm not a joke. Since 2007,
You've been paying for
I've been paying 99
What's
cents a
on?
month
What's on?
for, I don't even want to tell you all, it was a Nelly Furtado.
which one?
Like,
Promiscuous
no, it was,
girl.
yes.
Oh,
It was like, and I'm like, wow.
that's like $170 that you can go get
I
right now.
know.
So here's my
How
thing,
did
though.
they
I
even let
immediately
you?
thought to myself, oh my god, has everyone heard? I mean, I thought someone should have brought this up to me. Like, you guys know me well enough.
Business people calling
I
you
know,
all the
Cuban.
time, and they're here.
That's why Cuban. That's why Mark Cuban won't email me back, is because he called me
promiscuous
and was like, "Oh, absolutely not. I gotta hang up on this girl." So
Or
promiscuous.
maybe that's why so many people do call you.
True.
you're teasing me.
And it was
You know
like,
what I want, and you
so that's why I brought up the
got me.
ringback tone, because I was just reminded of how much of a dork I was. Or promiscuous. This girl, I don't.
Hey, at a time.
How does she look now? Is she?
Now, now,
She-
yeah.
Where is she now?
She what?
blew up. Yeah.
Oh.
Wait, what do you mean she like?
She gained some weight.
Oh, I thought she became really
I was like,
successful.
oh yeah, she blew up. She was
Well,
great.
she was already big.
Yeah, me too. I was like, oh,
But
yeah,
she-
she
she's
did
big
years
now.
ago.
Now, okay, now.
She's still beautiful. She's a beautiful girl. but
Okay,
she
yeah, that's fine.
Put on some lbs as we all
Gotcha.
have.
Where is
Yeah.
she?
Shout out to
Do we
me.
know?
I don't know where she
Nelly
is.
Furtado.
You should add her to Dallas Winham.
Probably,
see what
she
happens.
probably needs us.
Thank
Thank you so much.
To
And to
ring
ring
back.
back
And to
tones,
ring back
thank you
tones.
Verizon for finally canceling mine after however many years it's been. How embarrassing.
I would go back to the Nokia, to be honest. Like
It was a good phone.
I feel like or just like go back to those days where you're not like you don't have everything here. You just kind of only have like a couple
snake.
options.
Yeah.
Kind of like at the beginning of COVID, where you only had a few options. You could just go walk your dog forever, or
I
watch
love the
Netflix,
excuse
or,
of like, oh, sorry, I'm out of text messages for the month.
yeah,
Oh my god, I can't call you until after 7 p.m.
Yeah.
right. If you just
Limited nights and weekends. Limited nights.
weekends. I think we're gonna bring that back. Be like, ooh.
What a dream. Oh my god, that's
I mean, like, who
fantasy.
talks on the phone anymore?
Yeah.
Like, nobody, it's all
True.
texting.
Yeah.
true.
Yeah, you get offended. You go, why are they calling me?
I actually, now, I like it. I think during COVID, I actually started appreciating people calling me.
Mm.
And I do it more, and I send more voice notes.
Well,
I've been sending a lot of voice notes lately, and that just, like, I don't know, it's like, I want to
This
hear
feels,
your
I
voice.
don't know though, guys. I feel like this feels debatable.
Ooh.
Can I tell you what? I'm nervous when I
Please
get
do. Please do.
when somebody goes, you know, if it's a girl I'm talking to and she goes, hey, can I call you for a second? I'm like, oh fuck, like,
Oh.
what's the sitch? You know? And they're like, no, I just wanted to talk to you for a few. And you're like, oh, well, like, use a different, like,
But
what's the
isn't
new
that
saying?
refreshing, though? When it happens. Like, when
Yeah,
it
the
happens.
But when it's just
conversation is
nice,
cool,
when it's
but
just
when
talking
it's a
nice.
text that goes like, hey, can you call me for a second? It's like, oh shit, you're just like going down the list of like what.
No.
What did I do
fuck?
wrong?
No guy wants to hear from a woman say, "Can we talk?"
Can we talk?
That's the worst thing.
Can we talk? Or hey, can I call you for a sec? Those
Yeah,
are, that's the
don't wanna
little
hear that.
brother of can we talk?
Yeah, we don't want to hear that.
How do we go from, like, calling people, like, when we were talking about, like, your guy calling you at
Yeah.
home, there was no caller ID back then, and now it's like, give
You
me a
truly would
warning
risk it for
before
the
you
biscuit.
call. Like,
Yeah,
it's-
you were risking
You
it
were
for the
risking
biscuit,
it
man.
for the
Here's what
biscuit.
happened. I'll tell you what happened. A bunch of nerds who couldn't get anybody were like, fuck that, let's beat the system and let's start texting
That's
anyone
true.
and everyone. And now everyone has access to everyone.
I mean, what would Stevie Wonder do right now? I mean, Stevie Wonder would be screwed. I mean, he just called to say that he loves you.
Oh,
He can't do that now. Now the song is, I just text to say heart emoji.
Aw.
So that doesn't sound the same.
Chugga to that.
Chugga.
Check it out, Stevie
That
Wonder.
was like
I would-
bittersweet.
I
like,
know.
Sad,
That
but
was like
cute.
a cheers.
I'm just thinking if I should
There's
record.
also a, you know, there's a rumor out there that he might not be blind.
Oh Jesus.
Might be
So,
just-
okay, conspiracy theorist
I'm
over
just
here.
saying.
All right. Well, on that note, we're gonna play a new game in
Oh god.
in the political spirit.
Oh.
We're gonna debate.
My favorite.
And as the host of Date and Debate, we've got our moderator extraordinaire, Andrea here. What did someone call you earlier?
Andromala Harris.
Andromeda.
I want to
Harris.
play
Andromeda.
Paola.
On the Supreme
Andrea Paola, that's
Supreme
my-
Court
Andrea-
here.
Andromeda Harris.
We're gonna debate some debatable topics.
There we are.
You might hear a
Jimmy
couple
Carter.
familiar characters here.
Jimmy
But let's kick it off, and we'll all jump in. We'll all
Okay.
raise our hands or
As
And
we
it's
do.
open to the
As-
public
as
too,
one
so if you
does.
guys want to participate
You guys
and
wanna
answer
jump in?
questions,
answer your question.
answer your
Okay.
questions. All right, guys. Well, welcome to the debate of the night. I am your moderator, Andromeda. And we're going to start
Louder,
right
Andromeda.
now
You louder.
with
There you go.
our
Paola.
question number 1.
Wrong.
Oh.
Sir, please. Your time has not started.
Oh.
Given the ongoing hat phishing and excessive use of filters crisis on online dating platforms, what should be done to ensure that men and women are being sincere when swiping left and right to find love? And your timer starts now.
Oh, do we ding? I don't.
Ding.
Ding. Ding. I feel like men and women should be able to filter equally, but fairly. Okay. Don't change your eye color. Don't change like. I think you can. Everyone, look at me. My face has multiple specks on it. If I could filter this out of this HD camera, I would. Okay. I feel like a small, fair, small amount of filtering, fine. Hat fishing, not okay.
Elaborate.
Well-
please. Oh.
Oh,
okay.
sorry.
Ooh,
Uh-oh.
okay.
Let me
Not
just
okay.
let me buzz
Ding.
over
So,
here real
sir,
quick.
sir, her time is almost over.
I'd like to just, I'll pass this on. I have nothing else to
Okay.
say.
All right. It is your turn now.
First of all, you're wrong.
Oh.
No, I think that hat fishing, while being wrong,
Mhm.
is equally as bad as somebody filtering and do. I mean, there's filters to the point where somebody can take their measurements in and look thinner than they really are.
Shapeshifters.
Yeah,
Oh.
shapeshifters, transformers. Thank
Oh.
you.
Autobots.
So,
All right, Zeke,
all right.
calm down. Calm down back there.
No, he can keep
Careful,
going.
careful
all right?
there.
He's fine. No, I think that it's equal. You can't say, oh, that's wrong to have a hat because you're balding while you're in there. You're taking your weight in.
Mhm.
Let's be real. Like we're both.
Sir, can you please make your point? You have 10 seconds.
Oh.
Okay, first of all, here's my point. It's everyone's God-given right as an American to screw everyone over, not pay your taxes. Okay. And eat
Okay,
McDonald's.
so next question. or next answer, sorry.
Oh,
Did you you
Oh,
raised your hand,
she deemed.
ma'am?
Yeah, I did. Look,
upset.
look. I really forgot where I was going. Oh, okay.
Wow.
Sorry, I have to be
Every
serious.
time.
That was like
Every
half
time.
planned, half not planned.
Okay,
But
fair.
anywho, I think it's equally bad. Like just because they're both equal doesn't mean they're not both equally
Wrong.
wrong.
Okay.
Don't do it. Just be yourself. Be
So,
yourself, kids.
Ma'am, you did not really answer the question, but we're
Look,
going to
all right,
move on.
look.
Okay, all right. Okay, Juan, any thoughts?
So,
Juan?
question number, sir. Yes, sir. Would you like to speak?
I'm,
You have 30 seconds.
I'm
Till
kind
it's
of
over,
lost
subscribers.
right now. I don't really know. I mean, with Michelle, I mean,
oh,
we we get along great, and I wear hats. She do filters, and I think it's good. I think it's great.
Alright.
Huh?
Okay, wow.
Thank you so
Okay.
much. Thank you so much for
Okay,
your
next.
input.
Miss you. Come back.
Okay, so question number 2. How will you address the recent surge in fuckboys and fuckgirls? And the timer starts now. Ding, please.
First of all, you're welcome.
You have to ding
okay?
for-
You're welcome.
Sir, you have to
You're
ding.
welcome. Ding.
Ding.
Fuck. Boys, girls. All right. Whatever.
That was it?
No, I mean, my answer to that is
You did not address how you will end the
how.
surge.
There's no way to end
Address,
it.
sorry.
There's no way
address
to end it. Okay. It's like global warming. Okay. We've opened up Pandora's box. Everyone's fucking. Everyone wants to fuck, and everyone's doing whatever they can to fuck, at whatever cost.
Oh.
No one cares about anybody else but themselves, and that's all a fuck boy or fuck girl is. It's just somebody that's selfish that wants to get theirs. The only way to end it, here's the only way to end it, is to truly think about what would your mom think or father think about what you're doing. You know what I
You
mean?
say hydroxychloroquine,
Okay.
but you didn't. But you didn't.
Okay. Thank
Okay.
you for your input, sir. And
No,
The most
not-
sincere I've
not
ever
bad.
been.
I'll ding.
Ding.
I'll ding. There was a girl that I once knew who got screwed over by many a fuckboy. Okay?
Hmm,
Feelings hurt. She
Mm.
fell into it.
I can relate.
Hurt her feelings. Got ghosted. Got left hanging because she lived in Addison, not Dallas.
Ooh.
Was
Ooh.
told, "You're great. I don't have a family that's hidden behind the scenes."
Ah.
And that little girl was me. Okay? That little girl was me.
This just got really deep. It's sad.
I don't know. That was Kamala Harris. I tried.
No, you
Well, we
did
didn't figure out how to end it though.
The way to end it is there is no answer. It's just swallow some bleach or whatever you do. The limit does not exist at this point.
Okay,
I don't
now
know.
we have.
Wait,
That's
can I-
right.
Sir,
Wait,
ding,
wait,
please.
wait.
Ding.
Sorry.
Do the ding.
Here, all right.
Thank you.
Can I tell you how we can end it? A true, sincere answer.
Oh god.
Here's how you end it. Make have some good friends.
Uh huh.
Have some good friends around you that go like, "Hey, I really liked her." Don't. That's fucked up. Don't do that. What have
Vouchers, is
people.
what you're saying. People
Yeah,
that
have
vouch for
people
you.
that vouch for you. Have
That
people
pitch
that
for you.
have people that keep you
Wingman.
honest. Have people that call you out and go like, "That's really fucked up. That she's really nice. Just because she lives in Addison doesn't mean you can't date her.
Just
Maybe
because
she,
she's 30.
just because she's
Just because
know,
she's 30.
whatever.
Over
Yeah,
her.
just because she's 30.
Okay.
Have some people that can call you out.
Wow. Oh
Okay.
wait, a ding.
Ding.
Ding. Tell us, Barry.
Here's the thing.
Oh.
You know,
Going back.
there's not gonna end. Okay, it ends itself. Okay, you got to go through the motions, and then it stops. It's like a ball going down the hill. So I don't think that it's never gonna stop. So.
So you want you to think you did
Sir,
Obama
he is
care,
speaking.
Whoa,
Please
whoa,
do not
wow.
Obamacare, you did
You
Obamacare.
cannot interrupt. You cannot interrupt, please.
That's it. That's all I got to say. I'm not gonna do this with him. Not tonight. No.
First of all, I'm the president, so I can
Sir,
say
not gonna
whatever
do
I
it
want.
tonight.
Okay, I
Sir,
can chime
ding,
in.
please
I
use
can
the
chime
ding.
in.
Use
I'm
the
used to it.
ding.
I am
Sir,
the ding.
When they go low, I go high.
I
Wait,
ding
ding.
whenever I
Sir,
want.
we have
I'm the
another ding
dinger.
over here.
Another ding.
Look.
Are you ready for this one though?
All right. Look, man.
Stop yapping.
The problem with fuck boys
And fuck girl.
fuck boys and fuck girls. All right, look, we gotta get rid of it. We've got to get rid of it. Look, just get rid
It's
of it.
malarkey.
Yeah, that's what I plan to do.
Okay,
Is that
well,
you, Mike? Who are you? Mike?
Joe.
No, I'm
This
Joe.
is Joe.
Okay.
Sleepy
This is
Joe.
what you get with Joe.
I'm actually half Martina.
This is-
and half Joe.
This is
I was like,
this is
alright,
I
wait.
can't even get a sentence out, Joe. Are you gonna go vote
Okay,
for this Joe?
We're
Will
going to
you
move on to
shut
the
up,
next
man?
Okay,
question.
last question.
Stop
and
yapping.
Then we're gonna pitch some pitches. All right,
Yes.
go ahead.
Okay.
I wanted to be. Can I be Bush on this one?
Let's switch it up. I
And
dropped the ball.
So, please,
Can I be
everybody.
serious?
Oh,
please.
sorry.
Yeah,
sorry,
please.
sorry.
We're trying to,
She was fine.
Debate
Hot.
here.
Cool.
in less than 60 seconds,
Hmm.
please share what would make you delete your dating app. Timer starts now.
Qualities like
Who's
Um,
dinging?
I'll ding as
Okay.
Bush. I don't know, man. It's pretty weird. Just give me a bottle of whiskey and I don't know. I just used to play a game at the White House. It was called Find My Phone. I had my phone turned off. Couldn't find it. Couldn't find me. I wasn't even there. I was in New York.
What?
I was in a tunnel, hanging out naked. Just
Sir,
doing
what's
whatever.
happening?
What's-
Are
Who
you
knows?
okay?
Vote for me again.
That did not
Fool
answer
me
the
once,
question,
shame
sir.
on you. Fool me twice.
ugh.
That
I
did
don't
not
know.
answer the
Have sex
question.
with me.
Sir, can you
Okay.
go back to the question?
That was beautiful. Beautifully done.
Thank you.
Beautifully done.
Thank you.
What was the question?
In less than 60 seconds,
Oh.
please explain, share us why, well, okay. What would make you delete your dating app?
I don't know. I feel like Martina knew on date one. That she
All right,
was
for
ready
real.
To be...
Okay, ding. You have to
Love.
say ding.
Love. Of course.
Aww.
Love at first sight.
course.
When you
Look at
know,
Brent
you
being
know.
You know,
sweet.
if you're like, actually, I want to pursue this person, delete the date. Like, because all that's going to do is distract you and give you more options that it's going to get in the way of what you think you could have with this person. So delete it, delete all distractions, write it out. And if it doesn't work, the dating apps will still be there.
Still be
They're
there.
going to be there. There's going to be thirsty. You're going to see the same person that were like, oh, 2 years ago, you were single then, single now. They'll always
She might be
there.
pregnant when she comes back.
She might be pregnant.
Yeah.
Nothing
Wow.
wrong with
Hey,
that.
that doesn't
Hey,
stop a lady.
babies need to get
Yes.
had because doctors need to get paid. So
Mm.
whatever.
Okay.
Any other answers to that? Or can we end the debate?
I feel like we need a break. I feel like we need
We
a
will come back
commercial
later. We will
just
come back
end it.
later for one more question, but
Yeah.
we have some pitches to get to.
Let's get to the pitches and let's
Let's get
shimmy.
to
Shimmy,
Let's
shimmy,
get to
shimmy,
the-
shimmy for the pitches, and chug up to that debate.
I don't know.
Chugga chugga.
Hey, that's
Should we?
Should we
You know,
know?
okay, you know,
Probably know
hey.
where Chugga's
live
for.
TV, everybody.
Yeah. It's
Well,
probably better than a real debate.
I'm very excited. Our pictures are backstage on our virtual green room that we have here. Here's how it works. We've got a single dater. And then we've got people who vouch for her. So we're going to hear from our single dater and then the people that know and love her the most. So I'm excited to roll. Ryan, are we ready to show our dating video here? Our video pitch? Pitch, please.
For Tori.
Pitches for Tori.
Sure.
Are we ready? He says yes. Okay. Be ready, guys. Chug those drinks. We're going to show Tori. I'm excited.
Yay,
Tori.
Tori's in the
Yay.
building.
Tori.
She's excited. She's looking beautiful behind
Gorge.
the screen. Here.
Gorge.
All right.
Gorge.
Super.
We're ready.
Soup's
Here it
cute.
comes. Maybe. Stretch.
I'm Tori. I'm 5'5" with an athletic build. Played a lot of sports in high school, and currently I love to golf. So if you need somebody in a scramble, I'm pretty good hitting off the women's tees. I can hit around a 150 to 175 yards. It's not too bad. I love to check out new bars and restaurants. I love just trying the different cocktails and seeing the new atmospheres and getting dressed up. I do love a cucumber martini, so if you want to buy me that for a first date, that could be a good idea. And also love to go to concerts. I know concerts aren't a thing anymore, but love to see country music to pop music, and do love a little bit of house music here and there. It's real fun to dance. But what am I looking for in a man? I'm looking for somebody that's ambitious, has a goofball kind of personality, somebody that's maybe a little darker skinned than me since I am so blonde and paler skinned Swedish. So maybe somebody that's a little bit darker skinned, a nice little bit of scruff, and you have to have nice teeth. So if you don't, you should swipe left. Pretty much some of my Hollywood crushes would be Hugh Jackman, Jack Black, Jack Nicholson, and Johnny Depp. So I guess you could call all those guys pretty scruffy or wild and fun. That's kind of the guys I'm into. And really just somebody that has it going on. I'd like to say I have it going on. I'm a homeowner, have a really great job, have a really flexible schedule, and love to do pretty much anything that you put in front of me. So if you can do that and keep up, you are the one for me.
Hey guys, I'm Jane. I'm Tori's Dallas best friend. We've known each other about 2 years, and we're actually both from Chicago, which is awesome. She's been a really good and loyal friend to me. Tori is such a catch. She is super outgoing, can talk to anyone. She's kind of an alpha female, and she needs an alpha male to match her. She loves to go out and get dressed up and be a little bougie, but she can also be sporty spice and, you know, watch sports and wear jerseys. That's what I love about her. Also, her favorite drink's definitely a cucumber martini, of course with vodka. But yeah, she's been, you know, dating around but hasn't found that someone, and she's a really good catch and really deserves a really good guy.
Hey everyone, I've known Tori for 3 years now. We've worked together. Tori definitely has the work hard, play hard nailed down, along with she's just a ton of fun. For 3 years now, she's yet to find anyone who can keep up with her and her drive for work as well as fun. She's definitely a catch.
Are you an ambitious or goofy guy? If so, I have the woman for you. Her name is Victoria. She's super fun, loves to try new things, and is the life of the party. You'll never have a dull moment. I met her my freshman year of college. She was my random roommate. It was one of the best blind dates I've ever been on, which means it'll probably be for you too. She loves a man that's tall, dark, and handsome, and has lots of ambition.
Okay, so Tori Engblom, aka Victoria Blooms, is an amazing person. She's a blonde bombshell, a boss babe at work. She throws the best parties and knows where to get the best martinis. I'd say she's very outgoing. She loves meeting new people. She's the kind of friend that you always want to have around. She's the kind of girl that'll go from bar hopping to kicking your ass at the golf course the next day. I'd say that she loves pad thai and scary movies, and you can pretty much find her doing that every Sunday on the couch. She's really close to her family and her friends, and that includes me. And yeah, you gotta win us over.
Nice. That was
Yeah,
a
that
fun.
was
Great
awesome.
job.
That was awesome.
Absolutely.
Yay. Well done to all of your friends. Tori, you've got a lot of people who love you. How does it feel to have so many fans, including us? Now you've got
Ooh.
five
more.
new fans.
Yeah.
I was gonna say 4. I've lost count at this point. How do you feel about having so many people love and support you?
Oh, it was I had butterflies. I just have so many friends that love me, and it was great. I actually had an X-rated one that I didn't send in, and I'm really glad that I didn't, because I think my mom will be watching this, so that's good.
Oh, okay.
But no, that was really sweet to watch all those.
Nice. Well, we're excited to have you. We're excited to have Mitchell here with us. Mitchell has a special guest behind him, though.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know.
Oh.
Not
He's
anymore.
gone.
Not
okay,
anymore.
We could
Oh, did we see somebody? Oops, that was my naked roommate. I'm sorry.
I got
Viral
to see.
moment.
I got to see a whole
Post-shower?
post-shower routine of like what to do. Like that's a lot.
Yeah.
There's
Oh,
a
yeah.
lot going on.
Nice pecs.
Nice pack. Okay, we don't know. Okay, how do you guys know each other?
Are you telling the story or am I telling the story?
You're telling the story.
Okay, so Tori originally moved to Oklahoma City and she thought she was joining a kickball team full of guys, but turned out it was a gay kickball team. And she ended up being the queen of the team. And the way that she could catch those balls, I mean, I knew we were set for life. We've been friends ever since.
I love it.
Why do I just feel like she's like reading the paper and it's like a kickball team for guys, but it's a kickball team for gays, and she like went and she did.
Well, they were all really attractive, and I got dolled up and wore some really tight shorts, and I was all excited. And I was like, hell yeah, I just moved to Oklahoma. I'm gonna meet some guys, and I come walking up, and they go, hey, and I'm like,
a movie?
I know, it sounds like it's a sitcom.
That's a
That's
Friends
definitely a sitcom.
episode.
Absolutely.
Waiting.
We can't make it up. I mean, honestly, it was hard to believe. She was literally the only girl on the team.
Okay, all right.
Good for you, Tori.
Yeah.
yeah.
Wait, so that was in Oklahoma City? Is that what you said?
Yeah, we both lived there for about 2.5 years, and then moved to Dallas, thank God. So much better here.
Congratulations.
Well, welcome.
That's the progression,
Welcome.
yeah.
We've got a couple of questions for each of you to learn a little bit more about what you're looking for in a man, maybe some deal breakers, but I'm gonna let my girl over here, the Blackberry, kick it off.
All right, I'll kick it off. So, because we just had a debate, and there is a current debate going on, and we are in election year, is our political views a deal breaker for you? If so, why?
I think any type of extreme political view is a deal breaker, but I might be able to sway you towards the side that I'm on. I don't think it'd be a huge deal breaker, but so too extremist is a little much. So anything that's too extreme.
Nice.
I like it.
Very good answer.
Good answer, yes.
What if somebody is not into politics at all?
Ooh.
Say that again.
So what? So dumb? So they're stupid?
Oh my guy.
Not into politics at
Yeah,
all?
just not into politics. Yeah, like they don't care.
I mean, that's fine too.
Okay.
Sure.
All right.
So dumb guys will.
No, I'm kidding. If you're not into
They're
politics,
over
that
it.
doesn't
You
make you
can't,
dumb.
you can't
Like,
really
actually
blame them
makes
right
you
now for not being
like,
into
nothing to do with
politics,
this
but
guy.
you know.
Yeah, it's a little rough now.
We need them to
Both
be a
sides.
little informed. They've got to care a little bit. There's a lot going on.
True. Okay. All right. Any other questions? What are we looking for?
I would like to know, given your love of horror movies and your crush on Jack Nicholson, do you watch The Shining a lot?
Oh, honey, do I watch The Shining? Yeah.
I knew she would.
Tori's like having an orgasm while the
I'm
shit.
like, here's Johnny.
Is it
Yeah.
porn to you? Do you consider it porn?
Yeah. It's a weird love for Jack Nicholson. He is. He's my
He
old
is
man
a
crush,
very
I guess you
handsome
could say.
man. Like when he
Old
was
man
younger,
crush.
I kind of like old men anyway.
Here's
So.
He still is. He's a sexy old man.
Charisma. Fun fact: I've actually been to the hotel and I've been on the drive of the beginning of the movie where they're in Portland, Oregon, and I've been to that hotel. Tori, have you been there?
Oh no, I'm scared to death. I'm such a chicken. I just like watching it from afar.
Okay,
I
so
would
clearly
stop
not that much of a
there.
Jack Nicholson fan. Okay, let's tone it down.
All work, no play makes Jack a dull boy.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
that just means he gets soft.
Oh, boy. Okay. Well, well, I've got a question. Can I jump in?
Please You're the
do.
queen.
Thank you. Thank you. I'll just be over here with my pink razor phone. Running out of minutes here as we speak. No, I'm curious about what your dating experience has been like since you've been here in Dallas, and like how do they differ from what you experienced in Oklahoma? Is it super different? Is it better? Is
Oh.
it worse?
Yes. So Oklahoma dating, if you were not married by age 19, you might as well not exist. So that was a little difficult being 23, single and ready to mingle. Everyone was wifed up, and the ones that were left over, a little rough around the edges. So that was pretty rough. But coming here to Dallas, there's a lot to pick from. The one thing is you have to be weary of is watching out for those thousandaires. A lot of guys are, flashing this, flashing that. I'll buy you this, I'll buy you that. And you go back to their place and they have their mattress on the floor. So
Yeah.
Wow.
It's true.
I once wrote a
Is it?
blog about the guys you'll date in Dallas, and it was the $30,000 millionaire
Yeah.
who'll pick you up in his Mercedes, but doesn't have a headboard
So
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh,
or one pillow for you both to use. I don't know.
Sharing a
I
pillow?
actually have a question for Mitchell.
Oh,
Whoa.
So Mitchell, if you had to pick the ideal guy for Tori, what would that what would that guy look like?
oh,
Physically
okay.
and not physically, more like
He would definitely ride the line of like alcoholic. I feel like. So,
I respect that.
Functioning
like,
alcohol.
you know, like just enough. You know, like you start drinking at like 4, like you get most of your work done. I think he needs to be in his like later 30s. Tori's like wise behind, like beyond her years. So like we need someone who's got a little bit of life experience under him. Maybe some color, been around the world a little bit, maybe got out of Texas once or twice. That's kind of the guy who I think Tori needs. And also like someone who's not afraid to like be themselves and like, you know, dance and like, you know, yes, everyone loves a macho guy, don't get me wrong, me included, but like we need like someone who's like not afraid to just be silly. You know, I think that's definitely what will win Tori over.
I love it.
It's like a
And I
macho
have-
guy with a good skincare routine.
Yeah.
Post showers.
Yeah.
I have one more question for Mitchell. Sorry, I'm like
Uh-oh.
full of questions
She's
today.
into it tonight.
For Mitchell.
What's your best memory with Tori?
Aw.
cute.
Oh my
Don't tell them about the club, Mitchell. Leave that.
Which one can you share?
Probably the last time Tori came to LA, we just painted the town red. So we went to a lingerie shop, bought lingerie, went to the Abbey, danced all night, sniffed poppers, left each other, and then met right before she had to go back on the plane. It was like the craziest 24 hours we've ever spent together, and I think we made some of the best memories. And we like met people that night. We saw Lisa Vanderpump, and she like complimented Tori on her shirt. It was like a hard night to believe that really happened. So that's probably the best memory.
And then when I came home, I got corona, so it was really good.
Congratulations.
You're welcome.
Oh,
Antibodies here.
I'm
We
sorry,
have
I
antibodies.
have to go back to
She
Lisa
already
Vanderpump.
has antibodies, guys, so she is ready.
I'm
good.
Ready
Add
to
that on the
go.
screen.
Come on over. I'm good.
Mitchell, can we please go back to Lisa Vanderpump just for a second? Were you guys
Okay,
at
listen.
Sir?
Yes, let
love
me
her.
explain this Lisa Vanderpump moment. We are literally, so me and Tori went into one of these crazy stores, and she put on this top, and it's like this, I don't know, it just dangles, and it's pink and sparkly, and it just hangs on you, right? So everything else is gone. We're standing in the line to Tom Tom. Lisa Vanderpump walks by, literally points Tori out of the crowd, and she says, "You look fabulous."
what? That's like my
And I
fantasy
said, we both just looked at each other like, "What the hell just happened?" Then we got into Tom Tom, and then the night it was all over.
How
from
was
there.
Tom
It was
Tom?
really
Story of the night.
Was Tom Tom amazing?
It's super cute. And now the back, like Tom Tom's expanded because it was so popular. So now they have this even sexier back room. It's really great.
Okay, so
Really-
the pitch is gonna go to LA next year,
This
and
is
we're gonna
another
record
episode, yeah.
from Tom.
Come, everyone should
I
go
gotta
to
be
LA
honest, I
at least
heard,
one point
I
in their
heard
life
Tom
and party
Thumb.
it
I
up.
was like, what a weird
It's a
place
blast.
to meet.
Yeah,
Tom
we want to go to the grocery store.
Super
Thumb.
savings.
Super savings.
Yeah.
Do you have your rewards
Put,
card?
put your number in.
Yeah.
Mitchell, are you single?
No, we
I
saw
am
a guy
single.
in his bathroom.
Oh.
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 Are you
Oh.
down to have Tori pitch you another episode?
I would love for Tori to pitch
We would
me.
love
Yes.
baby.
Okay.
Okay.
That'd be fun.
Ooh.
Okay, good.
Start
You're
getting those
in.
videos
You're
ready.
in.
I'm ready. Get some stories together.
Let's get the boys to ask some questions.
Yeah, I have
Pick out
a
the
question for Tori.
G-rated ones. PG-13.
Tori, while you're in Dallas, can you describe to us what a great date, what your perfect date in Dallas would be?
Ooh. Well, I like to get fancy, so I would say meeting at a cocktail lounge, having a nice appetizer, a couple cucumber martinis, since that's my favorite thing. And then probably bar hopping from there, dancing the night away, and ending it that way. Because if you can dance, you have my heart. So that's
What kind of dancing? What kind of dancing are we? Are we two-stepping? Are we
That's
Two-stepping.
Are we a
You
concrete
said
house?
two-stepping.
Are we
You said it's like
concrete
country.
We're
house?
Well, I mean,
ballroom dancing.
I guess you could
All
go to
this time
Mama
in
Tribe
Dallas
and
and
you
she's
could
still
two-step,
not
but-
two-stepping.
Okay,
I don't
not
even
two-step.
own a cowboy hat.
Tori,
I
can
don't
I
know
just
if
say,
it's
can I also just say when you said you drug out, I like to get fancy. It sounded like for a second you were gonna go a different route. I like to get, but can you start with golf first? Can you go golf first, then go out?
Oh, yes.
And if you were
Well,
to
that
golf,
be the
where would
next
you
thing
golf first?
After, if I liked you, we would do another date, and then we'd go golfing, and I'd probably beat you.
Oh.
Where would
If
you
you
golf
keep
at
up, with
though?
me, keep up with me doing that, then
Where do you
I
golf?
would probably invite you back.
Wwhere's your golf? Like what's your
Brent
course?
needs answers. Where
What's
do
your
you
golf
golf?
course? Where do you
Where
golf?
do you golf?
He's asked
Fucking
like
tell
5
me.
times.
Where do you like to golf? Somebody.
Well, I'll go to Tennyson and good old Keaton because it's cheap, and you have those bikes that you can ride. I love that too.
It's cheap.
And,
Terrible greens though.
What's the other one? The old golf course. I think it's called like Lake Forest or something like that. So I kind of get around in the golf courses. You know, I'm not
you can take
picky
on the
with
golf
that.
course.
Okay.
How do you feel about fluffy guys?
Ooh, well, do you want to hear a really fun date that I went on
Yes,
with
we
a
do.
fluffy guy that
We want all the
I'm
fluff.
scared.
did not
We
look
want
fluffy
all
on
the fluff,
his
all the-
dating profile?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay, get ready. So
Buckle up.
he was pretty cute on his profile, seemed funny. We were talking for about 2 days. So I'm into it. This is during Corona. So I said, come over to my pool and we can social distance at the pool and I can get to know you. So he comes over an hour late. We're supposed to go to the pool. He has sweatpants on and a sweatshirt. He's walking up to me and his titties are hanging out.
Nice.
Okay? And I'm a D. Okay. So I'm like, oh shit, I can't turn around now because he's at my place. So he opens up his mouth. Hi, Tori. I'm like, oh fuck. He even has a higher voice than me. Shit. So then I am like, all right, well, you know what? I'm gonna pour the extra strong drink and go down the pool.
Oh,
Go down the pool. We're having a good time. Not a good time. Actually, it's an awful time. It's interviewing me. It's bad. I said, okay, I gotta go. I gotta wake up early. It's like 7:30. He then leaves and lingers outside my house. And I'm in my roommate's room. I'm like, Sam, what is going on? And he texts me and goes, hey, do you want to go on an adventure? I'm like, oh, Jesus, what are you talking about?
No.
And he goes, do you want to jump in my car with that swimsuit while my pants are down by my ankles?
Whoa.
There's a lot to
Me,
unpack.
what road
I
does
know.
Okay, I am. What?
250 pounds. So then I go and said, no, do you want me to suck those big fat titties too? And then,
Oh.
wow.
Oh.
So that was my fluffy date experience. So that would be a hard no.
Wow.
Okay. Tori, so-
I need to
No
recover
fluffy.
after
Yeah.
that story.
This-
Honest
we should have
about
started
how
with
much
this.
fluff you have. Because you,
Yes.
you like a bigger boy. You like a bigger
do.
dude.
I do.
I don't think that story was a direct reflection
Of
of,
all
the
the
fluffy.
Of all the
I think
fluffies.
it was just him as a person being
That-
kind
Being a
of
piece of
She,
shit.
well,
It
she
was
got,
rough.
she got,
Let's hope.
she got
Let's hope that
catfished.
doesn't
Yeah,
happen.
it was rough.
That's
More of a
it,
bass.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she got bass fish.
Yeah.
It's one thing if you go into it knowing what you go
Oh,
like
that guy was
you go,
crazy.
yeah, but you go in
Yeah,
knowing that he's a
psycho.
little bit bigger, but like the fact that she was talking to this guy and then I don't know, John Candy comes walking down and R.I.P. and you know it's just like you're like, all right, what the fuck, like
Oh.
Martina.
did he die?
What do you mean did he die?
Let's keep going. Keep going. Plow through. Plow through. Plow
Okay,
through.
so
We'll talk about
TBD,
this.
TBD.
Plow through.
Well, I
Sorry.
think, I
Wanna
mean, I
get
do
to
agree
it.
with what Martina said. Like, that is not representative of all the
That
fluffy
just sounds
guys.
Right.
So,
But
I mean,
you're down for
definitely,
a
I
bigger
do
dude.
understand that it's like one of those ones you're like, I probably wouldn't go out with a fluffy guy again, but would you give a fluffy guy a chance now? Like, or
If he
a
doesn't
better
show up
fluffy guy?
and ask a
If he
question.
presented himself as such before you went out, you know, confident in who he was.
But can dance, okay?
Can dance.
Excellent
Mm.
dancing.
Cool.
Mean cucumber.
Loves to do a little
martini.
Mean cucumber martini.
Yes, we're nodding. We're nodding
Yeah,
in
okay.
approval. Okay, we're gonna take that as a yes.
Yeah.
There you go.
We're
We'll
gonna
take that. That's good.
Chug it to-
Yeah. Coming in.
Yay! Not to that guy. though.
Not to
Sorry.
that guy,
Not to
yeah,
that
no.
guy.
Cheers.
Sorry about that guy. Sorry
Cheers.
about him.
I also just want to know, like, there's no way in ever that has worked for that guy to go like, hey, do you want to put that swimsuit back on and come down here? well, I have my pants around my ankle.
But-
None of that sounded remotely
Don't
like.
you think though
awful.
he was just
It was
in
None of
one
that
of
was
those
in the
moments
notebook.
where he was like, I know this isn't going well. I'm just gonna like
A
Hail
Hail
Mary
Mary?
this.
Yeah, but if you're gonna Hail Mary, you go
Hey,
like.
come on down here. I'll
But
pull my
that's
pants
too
down.
much.
I think
Like,
there's,
that's like,
there's a better
ugh.
way to throw a Hail Mary.
not
You just
even
go like,
hot.
hey, I know that was
Nightcap?
weird, but
Another
do you want
drink?
to fuck or you know?
If
I
he
don't
was
know.
like, "Hey, I'll cook for you," I mean, he's probably a good cook because he keeps eating. So I'd be like, "Oh, okay, all right."
Oh, wow. I don't even.
I've been in
I
a
have a lot
situ-
of questions.
I've been in situations like that, like she's been in, where you were like, and you there's two ways to go. You go one, you just dismiss it and it's confrontational, or you ride with it and you're like, can you just and you just try to keep the conversation like you're like there's plexiglass here and not COVID, but like
Oh.
at a maybe a penitentiary or whatever. You just keep it whatever, and then you just move them on. I feel you, Tori. Sorry.
Sorry that happened.
Thanks, guys.
Sorry,
Yeah, it was
Tori.
rough.
We promise
Okay.
not.
But we should say Tori likes a little bit of fluff.
Okay.
Like just
For
Just
I mean, you don't have to have a
professional fluff.
six-pack by any means.
yeah, just be
Yeah,
honest
we
and
definitely
confident.
don't. Yeah.
Don't lie to us. Don't lie to us.
Yes. 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 Yes.
Okay. All right. Boys,
Don't
any-
hide the
any
flag.
questions?
Come in a better
Why?
outfit too, like
Yeah.
going to the pool in gray sweatpants and a great. It's,
Well,
it's
he thought he was
crazy.
going with the whole gray sweatpant thing. You know.
Yeah,
He thought
okay,
he
but
would show a little
but
something.
you know,
You know, it's
Yeah,
great.
we
know
sweatpants.
this straight.
It's great sweatpants season.
Did you drive
Okay.
a white van?
We love gray sweatpants season.
We love
a gray sweatpants
There you go.
Hey, we love a gray
And he was like
sweatpants.
sweating too because it was summer. I think it was just bad.
Get you
It was just
a
real
gray
bad.
sweatpant that fits you. You know,
Yeah.
that fits you.
Scarring.
Oh, I'm really stressed.
Hey,
Wow.
I guess
Sorry,
my only
Where do we
my,
go from
I don't
here?
even know.
my only question is, can you find this guy and
Should
can
we
you
call
pitch this guy on one of
Yeah,
our next
what's his phone
episodes?
number?
Do you know that we are the Ghostbusters?
He deserves
Like, we
no
will-
help.
He
Let's
wasn't a
not-
ghost.
I
He's a
know.
monster.
So we will bust him though. We're still busting.
Yeah,
Oh, that sounded really bad.
Juan, I feel like
Okay.
Juan's,
Get him-
Juan's
get her-
got
get her a
some
good- get her a good one.
Juan's got some pent up wisdom. He's ready to release.
Oh wow, he's gonna put me on the spot like that.
I don't know.
It's got thrown. It's got thrown all over the
I
place.
know. I
at this
can't even
point, so.
focus anymore.
Yeah, it's just all over the place right
Come up
now.
with
so
one.
it's all over the place. I can't. I have nothing. So.
All right,
Nothing.
I
so
have one more. Oh, sorry.
I feel
Like a Zoom
so,
meeting.
Everyone take a breath.
I know Tori though.
Zoom meeting live.
So
I'm just gonna say-
Tori, what is your drink of choice?
What? We already know that.
Cucumber martini.
I don't know.
Where have
listen,
you been,
listen,
dude?
listen. That you can't just go drink a cucumber martini at a dive bar. Let me finish this question. Go to a dive bar. What is your drink of choice? And from that night though, say you go to a dive bar and you're just like out in Dallas and you're like at Double Wide, just having a night, whatever. What's the place you go eat at the end of the night, like your nightcap? What's your go-to spot?
Oh, honey,
Wait, that's
Taco Bell.
Oh,
Okay.
That's where we end the night.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
I like it.
The nice drive-through. It's up until 2 a.m. or 3 a.m.
What do you order?
Do
What do we
the
order?
drop off with the lift. So you go through. Usually get the lift driver something too, just to be nice.
Yeah.
Contrast.
What?
That is
Yeah.
What?
Yes.
Don't do that.
Yes.
Yes.
No. Yes.
Oh, you always do this.
If it's at 3 a.m. or
You-
2
you
a.m.
have to
You
do
make
that.
a Lyft
You
driver
have to.
drive you to Taco Bell.
No,
And then
listen.
you get them a
You
Yes.
don't make
or
them, but you have them,
You
and
ask
then
them
you
whatever.
buy them
I know you're not
food.
forcing them to, but
You
Yeah.
buy
We're
them
getting
food.
paid.
Absolutely.
We're
Yeah.
getting paid.
And they're
you
giving
guys
it.
don't have like Uber
I
Eats,
want
like
Taco Bell.
drop me off home
I know.
and
Like,
lunch
it
and bring
takes
it
too
to me.
I want Taco
Too many
Bell.
steps.
Yeah, I don't know.
This is coming from someone in Allen where they do things like this, like drink with their pinky out, okay?
Sorry, but you moved to Allen.
and-
I'm a
Also,
Real
coming-
Housewife of Allen.
There's no Taco Bells out there in Allen.
So, can I ask like a closing question for
Let's.
Mitchell?
Oh, Mitchell.
I mean,
Mitchell, star of the show.
no. I mean, it's for Tori for sure.
Yes.
It's but Mitchell is here pitching
Mitchell's
for
eyebrows
her.
are up. He's listening.
So, if you had, I know we already talked about like your ideal guy, but what is your wish for Tori in the next year, as far as
beautiful.
love goes?
That's very
It's
sweet.
beautiful.
Ooh, okay. I seriously do wish, this is a serious note. I wish that she meets a guy of quality who loves her and tells her how much he loves her and says to her every day, like, I want to adventure with you. I want to do this life together. I think that's where we're at. I think that's where she's at. I a gay husband can only go so far. I need someone to like take my place. And that's what I really wish. Like just that guy. You know what I mean? That guy.
Mitchell, are you accepting applications for new friends?
Yeah.
Do you have room for 5 new friends you didn't ask for, or not? That was beautiful. Good question.
Very
You're
good.
welcome.
Very good.
New Supreme Court nominee.
Yes, I
over
will be
here.
the next justice.
Andrea for
Justice Hoyos.
president. Actually, we're gonna
Paola.
bump you up.
Justice
brought it.
Paola
Justice
Hoyos.
Paola.
Good job. Good job.
Tori, tell us where we can find you. Are you into the DMs? Can a guy slide in and ask a question if he sees you on this show and thinks you're great? How do we get in contact with you?
Oh
What's the best way?
yeah. Slide in my DMs. I already had a couple that were real sweet, real nice before the show, since Brent was posting me, so that was real cool. DMs are good. I'm actively accepting DMs.
Okay.
Don't really use Facebook. Instagram.
Give them your handle.
Yeah,
What's your handle?
We had it up there, but tell us again.
Blooms, BLOOMS 22.
It's my favorite chapter of the Bible.
Favorite verse.
Yeah.
Blooms 22. Sounds like a play as well. Tori and Mitchell, you guys were the dynamic duo. We love you. Thank you for coming in and joining us. So
Chugga.
Great job, guys.
Thanks, guys.
I mean, now we're going to have to do like a pitch a best
We're gonna
friend
have to
for
do a
Mitchell.
pitch
Like pitch a
Mitchell.
best.
Pitch a Mitch. Pitch a Mitch. Do you have any other friends named Mitch? We'll just change this whole format of the show. We're gonna
Pitch a Mitch.
Pitch a Mitch.
And make sure somebody's taking a shower.
Yeah, that was a bonus.
Yeah.
A free bonus that we didn't ask for. Come on.
Well, thanks you guys. This is really fun, and hopefully I get lucky after this.
Oh wait, Brad! Bring
Hey,
Brad up.
shout out to Brad.
Bring him in.
Show us Brad.
Show us
Brad.
Where'd he go?
Oh,
Brad.
Brad.
There he is. Sleeping on the booty.
There's Brad.
There he is. Love a Brad.
Yeah, of course.
Find
All
her
right.
Brad.
Unfortunately, we're not going to be showing, unless we are, a cucumber martini. We're not showing a cucumber
We're not.
martini.
No, we
It's
didn't
the
know.
fall.
No, I didn't know.
Dang.
So
Someone
we're
would-
showing the drink that she would have at another place.
Okay.
If someone would
another
told me,
suggested.
I would have done it, but no one told me. Sorry.
Okay. Well, we're going to throw it over to our expert drink mixologist. I always butcher what your title should be. To Juan. Mixing up a what? What are you mixing up?
We're doing a double apple mojito. So it's going to
And
get a little
it
fall flavor
So good.
So-
amazing.
and very strong, as you can see.
Martina and I are like buzzing right now.
Okay. All right.
It's good.
But really, it's very, very good.
Yeah,
We're not
delicious.
drunk.
A lot of fall. Does it taste like a candle? Like a
It
fall
does.
candle?
Oh my
Actually,
god,
it's like better.
Like a Thanksgiving dessert in a glass.
Okay. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. And coming up after that, we've got a special surprise for you. So stick along for the ride.
What is up, everybody? I'm Juan B from the I'll Have a Double podcast. This week, we are doing a double apple mojito. We're gonna keep that same flavor of the fall thing going on. So we're gonna get started here. So we're gonna start out with 2 types of apples. That's why we call it a double apple. So we got the green apple, and then we have the red apple. So we're just gonna stick about a handful of those in there. We're gonna get some mint, and you gotta give it a little smack it, smack it, flip it, rub it down. It releases the oil. So it's a cool thing to do. People love it. So we're gonna do a little muddling. So they muddle it up, get all of that in there together. It's like this. Also, be sure to catch episode 57 from I'll Have a Double podcast. We're talking about double standards this week. So actually it released today. So check that out. All right, now you got that good and muddled. We're gonna add a little simple syrup. You're from Texas, we call this sugar water. And if you're from Georgia, you call it sugar water. So S-U-G-A, water. All right, so add a little simple syrup. We're gonna go with some vodka. We do like 2 ounces, like that. Then we're gonna go back with some apple juice, like that. Then we're gonna add some ice. Now this is the first time I've ever made this, so you're gonna get a live catch of how it really tastes. So I'm gonna shake that up. I sure hope this tastes good because it's gonna be really embarrassing because I'm not doing this again. All right, got that done. Pour it into the nice glass, the water, like that. Get a little red apple, another green apple, and then there you have it. So let's see how it goes.
All right, I am the man. I am still the man. So, double apple mojito. It is very delicious, and it kind of gives that little.
Oh.
And we're back.
Hi.
Are we back?
I think I just finally got it off.
There you go. Delicious drink. You guys, Juan refilled your drinks.
He did. Thank
in
you, Juan.
2 minutes. Delicious.
Very good.
Quick. Real quick.
It's quick, bitch.
We.
Sorry, it was Rick James. Rick James.
Okay.
Sorry.
All right. A good introduction. We were talking during the very quick drink tutorial about oversharing on social media. Could you date somebody who like shares every detail of your relationship?
Of your relationship?
Fuck no.
Just generally, like they just overshare everything.
I feel like that's the person that goes to Facebook and goes like, "Hey guys, where should I eat tonight?" Like, why? Why are you asking strangers to tell you where to eat? Like, ask us.
I mean, I've asked like on Dallas Girl Gang like recommendations for certain things.
Oh yeah,
That's
but
that's
different.
That's different. That's totally different.
Yes, but not like
totally different.
hey guys, like oh yeah, you're right.
What
Like,
should
hey
I do
guys,
about
have
this
you tried
problem
this?
I have?
Like
oh
it
no,
screams
never
like
air dirty laundry.
attention.
Like, don't you have actual friends that you can call and ask, hey, what should I do here?
Right.
My favorite are the people that, this isn't funny. It is funny. You check in at the urgent care emergency room, and they're like,
not sure what's
dying.
going on.
Prayers are appreciated. I'm like, oh my God, what's happening? Like, please respect my privacy at this time. And like, that's all of my Mexican family. All of them.
That's hilarious.
All of them. You know who you are. You know what you've done. Don't tag yourself at the emergency room. And then when I worked in the emergency room, people were like, it's 10 out of 10. It's 6 out of 10 right now. 10 out of 10. And then they were like, but let me just go live really fast. I have an IV, you know, like I don't know if I'm gonna make it. You never know. But please respect my privacy at this time. Like those are the overshares. I just can't even have you as friends, family. I'm sorry.
This is a good bit. I like
what I
this.
mean?
This is a good bit for
I know
you.
this.
Thank you so
is
much.
This is
Very
the best.
good for
This
you.
is your best
It's
bit.
real life right now.
This
I'm
is your best
severe
bit.
pain, but
I actually appreciate it.
yeah.
Can
so-
we just say, though, for being in severe pain, you look 10 out of 10 tonight.
I'm having a Sarah Jessica Parker.
You
like,
are. You really are.
I'm not having a mental.
Prayers.
We'll
respect
don't
your
ask me what's
privacy.
wrong, but
We'll
I'm gonna
respect
air
your
this
Sing
on
your thoughts to friends.
YouTube.
Yeah.
Don't message me. I'm fine. But it's on YouTube. Wait, are you zoomed on my face? Everyone, I'm feeling fine. Please respect my privacy at this time. But here's a photo of me.
That like you know what? That reminds me of the people that would have dating apps that would be like, I'm not on here to date or anything,
Yeah.
and they have like ass picture, whatever it is, like all this shit that you're like, what are you doing here? Like,
Yeah.
I'm just like here. I'm not trying to date. I'm not trying to do
I just
anything.
want
like,
all kinds of attention.
right.
Bottom line.
Bottom line, attention.
Yeah. I don't.
And maybe you should just say, hey, I want attention. Maybe that.
Oh, I say that
I mean,
daily.
yeah.
I mean, that's
Just be
like
honest
true
with us.
freedom when you can like look at your man and say, I want attention.
Yeah,
Damn.
that's true.
You know?
You get it.
Yeah. Oh
You
yeah.
get
Yeah,
it.
Shout out,
You know,
Ken.
Problem
Shout
solved.
out to Ken.
Shout out
Well
to
done,
Ken.
Ken. Well done, Ken.
Yeah.
Well done.
Well, wait.
Ken.
So how do you feel if a girl says that? Like,
You got to be
True.
deep into a relationship to do
okay,
that. I wouldn't do that.
Okay, let me give you a scenario.
Not
Let me
like
give you-
first date.
Let me
Yeah,
give you,
no,
let me
no,
give you
no.
a
Yeah.
sitch. We'll give it to the boys. A sitch, okay? It's date 4. We're in the second week of talking, dating, and she asks for that extra attention. She straight up says, "I feel like we haven't been talking enough. I need more attention today."
You said day 4?
Do we? No. After date 4,
Date
it's like
4,
week
okay.
2.5, 3.
Is it during the day? Is it during work hours?
Oh, what?
Yep.
Yes.
It's noon on a Tuesday
Oh.
during tax season. I don't know. I don't know. Just throwing a difficult time.
I don't know.
I don't know. You're an
Listen,
accountant.
I don't know.
Accountant.
Like, I would have to feel the vibe out. Like, what's going on? Like, I mean, if I like someone, like, I'm, like, whatever.
It's
But
not
also,
weird,
you have
kinda
to think about, like, this could be a sign of things to come. If it's after
Teaser.
date 4 and she needs this attention right now, like, what's gonna happen in year 4?
But is there an element of you appreciate the directness and her
I-
not being
I
like
do.
just
No, listen,
needy,
listen,
but
but
saying,
that's-
hey,
For
give
sure.
me some love.
But listen, like, if Ted Bundy was like, hey, listen, I'm a serial killer.
Oh my God.
He's still
Okay.
a serial
point.
killer. Like, let's be honest. Like, he's being honest, but he's still gonna kill
But he's
you.
like, hey, I just gotta kill somebody
yeah,
right
right.
now.
So,
So basically, a woman that wants the attention, she wants to kill you too.
right.
Possibly.
No, that's what I'm
Maybe.
saying.
Definitely no. I think the way you word it, it's all about communication. The way you word things, we know what that means. If you're saying like, "Hey, look,
this weekend or tonight, like let's do something that's just for us. Let's not watch Netflix, or let's not do this. Like let's just pay attention to each other.
Yeah.
You know what she wants. I mean, we've all grown. You know what I mean? You know what she wants. So it's like, but if she just come to me and say, I need attention, like, yeah, that's
I do agree. It's
stop.
delivery and the wording.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
For the record, I know my delivery. Okay.
Okay, you've mastered it.
So what is your delivery? Can you do like I'm Ken.
Look into the
I'm
camera.
I'm Ken.
Ooh, yeah.
No, look at the
No,
camera.
look into the
Look
camera.
at
He's
the camera.
watching.
Camera.
Oh, I'm sure he's watching.
No, I'm gonna blush. I'm seriously nervous.
Are you still blush in front of Kim? That's cute.
Yes. Oh my god, I do.
Is there an anti? Like, what's the opposite of
Can't
shape?
do that. I can't do that. I don't know.
Love?
Like just
Yeah.
like it's just like
The
you know
love-
when
the
you're.
love-
The love band.
Don't
Is that-
you do this? Don't you think you're like ever have a time when you're like, hey, I need attention?
No.
Like,
Okay,
no,
but do you
that's-
ever wish you would just be like, hey, I need your attention?
I
right
wish
now?
I could be more emotional about
You
these
are
things, yes.
4 times balls deep into the relationship than I am. I feel like you need to be able to do that.
I'm awful at it. I feel like I don't.
Really?
Yeah, I'm pretty much like my baseline is right about now. Like if I'm upset, I'm furious right now.
Oh, really? Wow.
That's the worst
no,
too.
I'm just
Wow.
That's
no,
the
no,
worst.
I wish I was.
I
like
have
that.
learned to be really self-sufficient and maybe too much. That's been a problem for me is and not
Therapy
being able.
session.
Sorry, guys, just 1 second. Please respect my privacy. I don't talk about my dating life, but no, I've become very, very independent. And actually, it's caused problems for me in the past, like too independent. Like, hey, is everything going fine? Like, oh, actually, it's been a hard day, but I just need some space to handle it myself.
Can
And
we read my last text to you?
oh, what did it? I don't remember what it was.
Terminator.
Oh, what did I say? I said something like I'm dead inside or I don't have emotions, and
It was something about you not having emotions. I said the part of the Terminator will now be played by Christiana Yebra.
Yeah.
Not quite as large as Arnold Schwarzenegger, but what she lacks in physical stature, she more than makes up for in coldness.
Oh.
So the T1000.
Yeah.
He was smaller and
Yeah.
cold.
Yeah, that's me. Smaller, miniature. No, I'm a weird one. I feel like, but let's talk
I
about.
want to get you there, but
Okay,
move
we'll
on.
work through. It's
Hold
another
on.
therapy
Okay.
session. Well, this is therapy. We were talking about this before the show started. About like when a guy. This is a situation that happened to my friend. Who she went out. It's like maybe the second or third date. They're just kind of hanging out, and he introduced her as his girlfriend and started kind of referring to them as like, oh, we're the fun couple, or we're the couple that does this.
No.
And
No.
immediately, like all of the attraction just went, meow.
You have to have the talk before you introduce
Or
your potential girlfriend
I can
to
see
your
both
friends.
sides. I can see both
it
sides.
depends
No.
because if it's somebody that you really like and are super into, you might be like, yes.
Yeah.
But if it's someone that you're like, I'm not sure, you're gonna be like, what? You
But
know
I
what
also
mean?
think even if you do like them, because it's happened to me
Excellent
before,
sound.
where they do introduce me like, oh, we're the fun couple, and we're this and we're that. We haven't had the talk, and then when
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, you talked about us. This person even actually like said we should move in together.
Yeah.
And then when I was like, so are we like girlfriend and boyfriend? And he was like, oh no, I don't want anything serious. So it's very confusing. Before you take that next step into introducing.
Wait, so what if he would have said, yeah, we should move in together? You would have been like, okay, yeah.
No, I didn't say to move in
I
together.
know, but you said your friends said they would be like, y'all should move in together. You would have.
No, he said it.
Oh my god.
You would
I'm
have been.
confused.
Am I getting
No,
am
no, but I mean, like, I'm
confusing?
just saying, if he would have owned up to that, you would have been interested. You would have done
Sure,
it.
I would like the guy. I really did like
you
him.
would have
I-
moved in with him?
I considered it. For
How
a
soon
second.
is too soon?
Damn.
How soon did you?
That was 2
I don't
and a
even
half
want
months
to talk. It
in.
was like negative.
I mean, I didn't do it,
Negative
obviously.
dating.
And it was a
Negative
very
dating.
different situation.
Oh,
Okay,
sure.
we're not going to get into this. But,
Well, we just did.
Sidebar.
just,
We're into
literally-
it.
like literally,
Right.
my foot is sinking into
No,
it, and
so-
like you want to pull it out.
okay,
Go.
we never had the talk. And he met my mother,
How I
and
Good show.
he talked about moving in together. We acted like I met his daughter. I think I talked about it on your podcast at some point. And I was basically, I took care of the daughter by myself.
How old was the daughter?
Okay, I'm sorry.
5 years
Were you
old.
changing diapers or?
No,
oh,
5 years
fine.
old. Still young. And then when he was like, let's go spend Thanksgiving with my family, I was like, okay, so are you going to introduce me as your girlfriend at this point? Because everything has been happening. He was like, oh, I don't want anything serious. And I'm like,
okay.
what?
That's totally different. That's
Sorry, I probably
he
was
gets
like,
the, no, he gets the shade
he
fan for
does
sure.
get the shade.
Because if
Shake
you're
this off.
If you're introducing somebody to your like
the kid, yeah.
that's the
course.
kid thing. That's
Yeah.
unless it's like a
So this is
pass buyer.
an opposite situation where
Yeah.
like
Sorry, I probably
this was like this is a
Tequila.
reverse, but that's
She's a little
that's
drunk.
worse. That's worse, I think, where
sure.
you've gotten all of the entry points to
I guess
friends.
what I really
and-
wanted to make here was like have the talk before any of these things happen.
Yeah.
But sometimes it gets a
So-
little tricky because if you say something like, "Oh, this is my friend," now you're getting the cold shoulder. Then that's just like, "Oh, we just
Well,
friends,
you don't
huh?
have to
Oh,
say
we
like
just
friend. You have to put a title. Be like, this is Andrea or this is
Yeah.
Juan. You know,
Always
like,
go
just
with the
say
first
their
name.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah.
you can do
My
that.
sister did the friend thing to her full-on boyfriend at the time at Thanksgiving with my entire family. She kept saying, "This is my friend,"
Oh no.
and he was like, "What?"
It's my buddy.
You're like we've been living together for 2 years.
Yeah,
Like,
not
Here's
good,
a
Carla.
fun. You guys need to film these videos for us and then send them in. This is like America's Funniest Home Videos, please.
Mm-hmm.
I saw a TikTok trend. Shout out to Lauren because I think Lauren really got me into the dating side of TikTok, where just funny shit happens. So girlfriends are in the car with their boyfriends and/or husbands, and someone calls them, and they're like, "Yeah, no, I'm." This is my.
The shade phone. Shade phone.
razor.
They're like,
Yeah.
no, we're getting, I'm getting food with my friend right now. When they know it's like serious, and you record, you're not really on the phone, but you're recording their reaction. Sorry, I'll use my real one. You're recording their reaction when you're like, no, I'm with my friend at the drive-thru. And you get the reaction
excuse
of like,
me?
Yeah.
and their faces go from like, they're like listening, and then they go, they make that face. So please record your significant other when
I
you call
do
them a
think that
friend.
with like TikTok now, all that stuff is fake. Fake news. Fake news. I call it.
Fake news.
what?
Fake news. You're wrong.
Okay.
TikTok manufactured by
All right,
China.
I'm gonna hand pick some good TikToks.
I love
for you.
TikTok, but yeah.
You guys, I've yet to log in, or not even log in because I don't have one, but I have never seen TikTok.
Don't start.
As
So
a
you've never
platform.
What a
downloaded.
flex.
I've
Yeah.
seen
What a
TikToks on
flex.
Instagram. I've never seen what the actual app TikTok looks
You
like.
haven't
It is a
seen
flex.
my
It looks a
seven.
lot
Yeah.
like it does on Instagram. You're not
Yeah.
missing a bunch.
You're not
Yeah.
missing out.
Yeah.
I had to
So much.
delete it because it was taking me down like really, really long
I got into a
rabbit
weird side of
holes.
TikTok. I
Listen,
got
so
into
your
dark
thing about
TikTok.
titles
You
though,
got into-
I think the thing about titles is it's a great topic because if you're talking to somebody, it's been a month, 2 months, whatever the case, like clearly, like if you're talking to, especially these days, if you're talking to somebody for like 2 months, 3 months, you guys are hanging out pretty regularly.
Yeah.
I mean, that's gonna come up. Like you should have that talk of like, hey, what is this? Like, are we just this? We're just hanging out? We're just hooking up? Are we like have those communication? It's not that hard. You want communication with your job, with your parents, with anybody. Like, why not have it with somebody that you're intimate with or you're into? It's not that hard. I feel like have that conversation, and then you're both on the same page.
Wow, Brent.
He's on a roll.
No.
Let's
Oh my
let him keep
God.
going.
This
Keep going,
is,
Brent.
this is the good side of bread.
He's been listening to me. You're welcome.
Where do you get your dating tips from?
I'm getting my dating tips from
Barack?
Juan,
Barack.
Morgan
Oh,
Freeman
listen.
Juan.
Me and Michelle,
Yeah.
we've been together since day one. I mean, we knew
It's
it
been
was
awesome. It's been a fun time.
Oh boy.
No, I just think that it's none of this is that hard if you just talk about it. But when you don't talk about it, it means you don't want to talk about it because you don't want to have that conversation where you're like, I'm really just not into it as much as you are, which is it's not a fun conversation, but we ride these waves because we're like, let me ride this wave of still getting what I want out of this as long as I can until the other person's like, no, well, this is what I want. No, well, all of a sudden, I don't want anything serious. Meanwhile, you just took care of my fucking kid. Like, what? Like, you know what I mean?
I know.
I think the key
I was a
is
fool.
have the conversation before it's time to have the conversation.
Yeah.
You set the parameters
Right.
like, okay,
Yeah, like, set
if
the
you're
expectation.
getting on this roller coaster, you put the seatbelt on.
Yeah.
So you're saying, hey, look, I'm in for the going down this roller
Right.
coaster. So I'm putting the seatbelt in now. If I need to like pull that thing back
Yeah.
up that don't always come down, which
But
pisses
you
me off
can't. But you
sometimes.
can't do it too
But-
soon, though.
But no, you set the boundaries from when you at that point where you like, okay, I think that she might be or he might be the person that I want to go to. You're like, hey, I'm about to pull this barrier down here to lock
Yeah.
and load.
Are you
and you gotta hear the click. You gotta hear that little click part, you know. So you let them know. So when you starting to go down that roller coaster
Yeah.
ride, you don't have to worry about them going, oh, I'm out because
Lock 'em in.
y'all in now. Lock that shit
Buckle it
in.
in.
Lock that
Buckle it
shit
in.
in.
Well,
you know?
I think then what it comes down to from what your friend messed up with is he was still in line.
Yeah.
So you gotta be
And
able
hearing
to,
everybody screaming.
You gotta be
you
able
know.
to delineate between when you're in line, still
When
getting
you're on the ride.
still getting onto the ride, and then when you're on the ride.
You let them
When
know,
you're on
hey.
there's two different.
I love analogies like this.
There's two different sides because when you're still in line, there's other people in line with you, right?
Yeah.
And this segment is brought to you by Six Flags.
Six
Thank you so
Flags,
much,
thank
Six
you.
Flags.
This
Thank
is the
you for
Texas
sponsoring
Giant.
us.
You know what I'm
The
saying?
Texas Giant.
So you're still in line. When you're on the ride, it's usually just two-person ride. It's y'all two. Then you got to buckle in, or else you'll fall out.
You buckled
Pull
in.
that
Before
thing
that,
down. Pull that lever down.
before that, you're in line with everybody else, and you got to go like, "Hey, are we riding together or not?" Right?
And don't eat before you get on the ride. 'cause
Okay.
That can
Been
be
on
messy
this
too.
coaster
So,
before.
yes.
Anyways, I'm done for the night.
The only title I
That
want.
was a lot to take in.
The only title I want is CEO. You know what I mean?
Ooh.
Whoa.
That's like, what's your favorite position? CEO.
CEO.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
God, it's so bad. But speaking of titles, I want to throw out a title. I call it the MVP of the room. The most vouchable person that we know, Ryan Harper, is here in the room. AKA Ryan Sharper.
Ryan Sharper.
Ryan Sharper is our executive producer. He helped us put together this show from being like in our dark, cold
Days.
Zoom.
Cold War days.
Yeah,
Oh,
Cold War
geez.
days.
You know what we're
Keep
talking
going.
about.
Before electricity, and now we're all here together thanks to some antibodies and some safety protocol and a beautiful studio
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
that we get to use every week. And we wouldn't be without our MVP, Ryan Harper, or Ryan Sharper, as we're referring to him. We want you to get to meet Ryan,
Yeah.
and then we're going to ask him a couple of questions.
And we want to chugga.
Or we want to
chugga,
lock it in.
chugga.
We want to
A
lock
big-
it
This
in.
is four
This
chugga
is a four chugga chugga. This is
Ryan.
Buckle it in. Buckle it in.
Ryan. Buckle
Everybody
it in.
buckle in.
I'm
We
buckled
lost
in.
all of our
I buckled
followers.
in. I got out of the line. I buckled in.
Ryan, we made Ryan queue up his own videos, so we're ready when you are, Ryan Sharper.
Ryan Sharper.
Hey, what's going on? My name is Ryan Harper, not Ryan Sharper. The S stands for Scott because my mom wanted me to be R. Scott Harper, like F. Scott Fitzgerald. Sadly, I am not a writer. I am the producer, whatever, of The Pitch, and I was told last minute from the crew that I am being pitched, so here's my spiel. I'm 39, I'm 6'1", I'm way overweight. I have no money. I have no credit. I am a serial entrepreneur. I can't spell. I know no lyrics to songs ever, but I'll sing along to every song ever. I've been in the real estate world for about 10 years. Yeah, I was in the Marines when I was younger. I played football when I was younger. I played rugby when I was younger. I love musicals. I've been bigger than everybody in my entire life, so therefore my personality doesn't really care about social norms. Most people probably think I'm gay at first just because I don't care. But I'm all man, baby. What do I like in women? Well, I don't know. Pretty much attention. If you're attractive and you're not crazy, well, let me rephrase that. All women are crazy. Attractive and give me attention and are into me. I mean, that's the best aphrodisiac ever. Red flags. I don't know. All of them? It's pretty hard. Pretty much all my time right now is spent in the studio. So time is hard. So if I do give you time, it's like, hey, I'm India. But more or less, I just like women that are hot, that are into me. I mean, I know that sounds really basic, but when you get a little older, it gets basic. Anyway, that's all I got. DM me. Ugh.
So you're thinking about Ryan? Good choice. You know why? Ryan is a badass. He's a badass at everything he does, everything he touches, and he encourages badassery out of every single person in his life. So if you decide to be that person, get prepared. You have some serious badassery coming your way. And on top of that, he is loving, encouraging, just a big teddy bear. Love that guy. You should too. Say yes to Ryan.
So I've known Ryan Harper for at least a decade. We met around 2010, and he has been such a great friend to me throughout the past decade. I've been around to see him date girls in the past, and what I can say is if you date Ryan, you should definitely be prepared to be spoiled, which in today's world of fuckboys, doesn't really come around often. Ryan's always been that person that if you got a flat tire at 2 a.m, he would be the one that would pick up your call. He has done so many things for me over the years, even took me in as a roommate when I had a lapse in my lease and my new house. So he just is very, very thoughtful and kind and will do anything for the people that he loves. So, in these crazy times of 2020 and dating apps and fuckboys, Ryan is such a great guy, and he's very well-rounded. You can talk to him about TV, music, sports, obviously real estate, financial kind of business stuff. He really is a great guy, and any girl would be lucky to snag him.
Ryan Sharper, where do I start? I'll say this. So the other day I saw some kids on the playground and they were, playing, and I walked past them and I heard them talking about who they want to be like. And they were talking about, I want to be the next LeBron James. I want to be next Kobe Bryant. I want to be next Michael Jordan. And I stepped in, I grabbed the ball from him, and I said, no, you want to be like Ryan Sharper. Now, they didn't know who Ryan Sharper was, so I showed them a picture. That didn't help. But I told them the greatness of Ryan Sharper, and they got it, And when I think about greatness, there's 4 people I think about. Ryan Sharper, Ryan Sharper, Ryan Sharper. Yes, Ryan Sharper. Great man. You want to hang out with this guy. You want to be around this guy.
Why do I vouch for Ryan? Why would I pitch Ryan? I genuinely don't know if this is recording, but I would vouch for Ryan for a single friend because Ryan is very direct. I don't think you're ever gonna get any bullshit with him. He will straight up tell you he is a fuckboy. He likes dating girls in their 20s. The more daddy issues, the better. Like, he's just very direct, and that's the kind of honesty that you want in a partner. Based on the boys' videos, he's part of the Sharper Image family, which I wasn't aware of. So now I will be much more likely to refer him to my gold digging friends. Like, I have one sitting right next to me. I won't put her on camera, but her ears perked up when I said Sharper Image family. Above that, Ryan's just fun to hang out with. Like, he's a cool dude to be around. We love seeing him every week. I would like to hook him up with one of my friends if I had more friends, because I would just want to hang out with him more. So if you're a single girl, get at Ryan and you can be part of the Sharper Image fortune. Unless that whole thing was a joke, in which case just get with him anyways.
Why do I vouch for Ryan? Well, for one, it looks like he's part of the Sharper Image family. I have no idea what that is, but it seems to be like a big deal, so I'll just hop on that train. Number 2, have you guys seen the pitch? Have you seen the quality of those videos? The guy knows what he's doing, so he's great at his job. Number 3, he always has alcohol ready for us. He's like the #1 entertainer of Dallas. Don't you want some good times in your life? He's your good time kind of guy. Ryan, we're gonna find you some love.
Well, I've known Ryan now a year, but in today's climate, I think we call that a lifetime. So I've known Ryan really most of his life. And when he was born, the doctor said, "Oh, look at this sweet miniature, very tiny, 8-pound, 3-ounce, 6-foot tall baby. He's gonna grow up to be okay." And here I am 30-ish years later, and I can vouch for the fact that Ryan did turn out okay. He is very supportive. He can lift heavy things. Ever seen him throw a cheerleader in the air? I haven't either, but I have seen him carry heavy bags of groceries and equipment and things. So if you need to be lifted up physically, you got it. If you need to be lifted up emotionally, you got it. Ryan's there for you. And what I call a very optimistic optimistic pessimist, pessimistic optimist. I don't know. He has a good balance where he's just straight to the point. He's real, but he's going to cheer you on along the way. So swipe left if you don't like fun. Okay, swipe left if you don't like Chick-fil-A, because there's a lot of Chick-fil-A in your future. Swipe right though if you enjoy these things. Swipe right for a good time. Don't miss out. We love you, Ryan. This was a surprise. I hope you're stoked. Love you, bye.
So why do we vouch for Ryan Harper? Riggs and I. He's just so excited he's running around for Ryan. Well, first of all, he's related to Bryce Harper, one of the highest paid baseball players, very good baseball player. I mean, that's kind of a sign of what's to come, you know, right? He's young and hot. I don't know, he's like 32. He's tall. He's like 6'5". He's got a great head of hair. You know, big guy, and confident, super confident. You know, I mean, basically, his hair and confidence resembles only one other person, and that's Matthew McConaughey. But with Ryan, it's kind of like dating two Matthew McConaugheys at the same time. He also does video production, so, you know, he's not doing what these other lame guys out here, like, you know, selling insurance or, you know, hedge fund, boring video production, cool. So, you know, I don't know what else you're looking for, but I know what he's looking for. He's looking for you. So, what are you gonna do? Get in those DMs, holler at him.
What's up, pitches? All right, flipping the table a bit today. Pitching, vouching for, I witness for Ryan Harper, Ryan S. Harper. Reasons why you should swipe or slide into the DMs or tick the talk, whatever the kids say or do now. Ryan's a pretty cool dude. Ryan's a really chill guy. Ryan has amazing taste in music, very, very broad taste, all over the spectrum. So that's never a dull moment. However, he don't know none of the words. He don't know none of the lyrics. So if you connect on music for what they're saying, don't swipe. He's not your guy. He's got great taste and he will sing along to the best that he can. It's a good time. Also, he has great taste and taste. Just generally speaking. Knows some great pizza spots. Really good when it comes to pleasing the palate. And honestly, he's a hard-working dude. He's not a ride or die, he's a do or die, so when it's time to get shit done, he's gonna help you get shit done. He doesn't like writing things down, so if you like planners, don't swipe, or at least don't write down your first date. However, it's gonna be a damn good time, so hit him up, see what's good.
Alright, what's going on, everybody? So, there's a couple great things I can say about my man Ryan. I've known him for a good amount of time now. First thing I could definitely say is ambitious. He has his own business. He's definitely a go-getter, somebody who's willing to put in the work and the time and the effort to make things work. Second thing, communication-wise, everything is pretty smooth. You know, a couple laughs here, a couple serious topics here. Now, if it's too many topics at one time, that's a whole nother story. 3, definitely a handyman. You know, really able with the tools, can build, can shelve. So that's always a plus. And something that's big for me is vibe. So I'm all about the energies that you're around and surround yourself with. And Ryan has good energy. So he's definitely somebody you want to get to know. Everything else I can't really explain because in order to understand, you got to meet the man.
Oh yeah, one more thing. I also am a 2-time national championship cheerleader. I won 2 national titles at North Texas, and I also cheered at Navarro. So yeah, I know that cheer Netflix thing, and I know Monica. Woo! Name drop. Meh.
That was
15 minutes.
the ultimate pitch.
Yeah.
Well, shit.
By us.
By us.
Good job.
Yeah, let's establish my name first.
Check out to us and to Ryan.
Yeah, you get
This is to
Brian.
Brian. To Brian Sharper. To Brian Sharper.
Sharper Image. Apparently.
So Sharper
Image,
Image family sponsor us.
Yeah.
I had to look it up. I didn't know what it was.
Okay.
Do we?
So
you're still working. Don't work.
I do as the heir to the great Sharper Image family.
Yeah.
Do you guys feel that you do overprice your items?
Well, see, what happened in the digital era, because Sharper Image, we were more of like not antic. I forgot the word. Shit.
Antique.
Yeah, we know the words are not your thing.
Yeah.
Digital.
Yeah, talking is not your thing.
Digital.
Yeah.
Yeah. Analog. Thank you. Yeah.
You're welcome.
I got nothing.
You did it. You're doing great.
Okay, so it turns out Ryan is not the heir of Sharper Image.
No.
But
You know what's funny about Sharper Image? The fact that they're so like forward thinking with their products, but yet it's still in a magazine.
What
Like, that's
is
crazy.
Sharper Image?
Are you serious?
I am
Okay.
serious.
Let's keep going.
You two.
Keep going.
You two.
Keep going.
Let's roll it along.
We need like a pop-up video
That's
with
a
just
look.
information that just.
Let's talk about how Trump is going to win in a landslide.
Oh,
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
So
Okay, let's ask Ryan the tough question.
Yeah, yeah, go for it.
Because
You have one.
Ryan,
Yeah.
how do you feel about fluffy girls?
Here's the way I look at that. I've got enough
Ooh.
fluff for the both of us, so I'm anti.
Okay.
Anti-fluff.
You like bones.
No, I mean like a fit. I like a healthy, fitty person.
Okay.
Like again, I've got enough fluff for both
Yeah.
of us.
I've got a question.
Yeah.
Trump voice only.
Okay. First of all, Ryan, phenomenal speech. It was
Thank you,
great.
thank you.
You'd win so many elections.
Yeah.
If a girl had say she wanted some sort of toy, a toy that could be used sexually, would you buy it from Sharper Image?
I actually have no problem about getting toys. Funny story.
Funny toy story.
Where are we going
Actually,
here?
I had an ex-girlfriend whose name was Young Michelle.
No.
Whoa.
Okay.
Like young
How
Dolph?
young was
Like
I?
young Dolph? Like that was.
I think she was 20 at the time.
Was that on her birth certificate, or you just called her?
No,
Young
she was
Michelle?
20.
Was this her?
I called her Young Michelle because my girlfriend before that was Michelle, and
Okay,
after we broke up, she
Old
became
Michelle.
Old Michelle, and then Young
Oh,
Michelle.
it's like a.
So it wasn't her like rap name.
Yeah.
No. What the funny story
Why
is,
young
like,
is she?
Hold on, wait.
Young
actually, there was a time I actually didn't buy any toys for her, but Chris's boyfriend actually took her out to buy toys.
Oh.
Good job,
What?
Chris.
Well,
But he doesn't know anything about it.
Okay, well now you know.
shocked
Oh,
back
I would
then.
have gone.
Of course you would have. Yeah.
I'm like, great.
Interesting.
Yeah. It was a good time.
Batteries fell separate.
And that was the first and only time I've had ambient sex.
Ambient sex.
Ambient sex? What
Is that like Xanax?
That's
Urban
it.
Dictionary.
Yeah,
Is it
that's
like
a thing.
weed? Like
That's the
being
thing.
high?
If you
No,
got-
it's like Ambien that you
Yeah.
if you
Like
if you take
sleeping?
Ambien
You fall
and you
asleep.
don't sleep,
It's like
Yeah,
Xanax.
there's like a thing.
Yeah. Have you guys not seen the movie Role
I'm not a
Models?
drug guy, so
I'm a
Yeah.
drug guy.
Yeah.
Clearly. You're a Sharper Image guy.
I think
But-
that bit's dead, but okay.
Oh, no, it's not. It's not.
Not for today. Not for
Well,
today.
when you talk about Sharper Image, they have so much money, and it's like, man, I wish I was Sharper. I wish I was a
You're
Sharper.
pretty sharp to me.
I bought it
think
for a
so.
minute.
To
I
be
was like,
honest, I wouldn't have
damn.
known the difference. You could have rolled with that all day
Years.
long, and I would have been
10 years
like,
later.
I would have
God,
believed
my
it. I
friend
really
owns
was like,
Sharper
okay, that
Image.
makes sense.
I think
That
honestly
adds
you
up.
should have rolled with it because I think you would have gotten, quite
Gold
a few.
digging the women's.
Well,
Maybe.
first of all, it doesn't matter.
As long as they're not fluffy, I got it.
Yeah, and you go on dates, right? You go on a date.
One's like,
Juan, what question do you want to ask Ryan?
Everybody always say why.
I don't know. You have this look about you. You're
I'm
like,
just
you're like.
thinking. Okay.
Also, wait,
well,
wait, can I just point something out? I did
Okay.
not notice that you had an earring on today,
What?
Oh.
and
always has
I
an earring
am
on.
loving it.
Martina
I
took him
don't
to
know.
Claire's
What's
earlier.
going on?
You- since
We
he-
did go to Claire's. Juan has his belly button pierced
Yes.
now.
Have you always had earrings?
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like this is like Thanksgiving with your aunt. You have your girlfriend over for the first time, and your aunt goes, Juan. She goes, Juan. I've never noticed you. Your ears are pierced. You're like,
No,
yes,
I
I've
love
had them for like
it.
20
I just
years.
never noticed.
So, baby, you still wear like the big underwear, or do you wear briefs now? Because I got your Christmas coming up, and and I just want to give you something.
So John, also, I didn't notice you had earrings.
John.
That's
well,
the,
we're playing
that's
the game
sharper.
of not knowing each other.
That's a sharper.
Anyway, sorry. I threw a wrench into holding this whole
You
thing.
hold the shade fan. You deserve it.
Oh, shade.
Yes.
I didn't.
Damn.
Oh, there we go.
Okay.
It's still backwards.
Let's
Try
ask
to
Ryan
get-
more dating questions.
Oh, wait. Juan had something to say. And
Trying
I
to get it
forgot.
out.
It was a
This-
question.
Sorry.
it's like having a baby.
Oh.
So
Wouldn't know.
what I was going to ask you is that.
Yeah.
So you like younger women?
It's
And,
a joke, but yeah.
Is it?
Is it?
No.
Hey, look.
I actually don't discriminate.
Yeah,
It's,
but you like younger women. I cannot be.
We need you to
against
be
that.
honest. We're gonna ask these questions. We need you.
I'm very honest.
Wait, what is the question?
okay.
Hold
There
on,
has
hold
to
on,
be a
hold on.
Still
Continue on.
trying. Still
Still
plugging
trying.
along.
Still
It's
pushing.
hard out here in the
Hours
streets.
of labor.
So
Tough crowd.
because you like younger women, you deal with one or the other. Okay, so I'm gonna give you one or the other. Would you rather date someone with daddy issues, or would you date a daddy's little girl?
Who's got more money?
Oh.
Probably the daddy's little
daddy's
girl is
girl.
probably gonna have at least gonna have.
No, but
this-
seriously, what was the question? There was daddy issues or
the daddy's little girl. Like which
Simple
one would
thoughts.
you?
Simple thoughts.
well, daddy issues implies that she's probably batshit crazy.
Potential.
In daddy little girl, how daddy's little girl is she?
She's a princess.
That's probably.
Spoiled.
I would probably go that route because I do like to spoil. Like I'm a big pamperer. Like when I hear daddy issues, I hear she's going to burn my dog alive,
Oh my god.
which is that's a big red flag.
Okay.
That's the biggest of red flags. That's a Russian red flag. It's a Soviet Union red flag.
Yeah.
Damn.
Well, that's one question.
That's a good. That was a good way to describe. Like you like to surprise with gifts.
Yeah.
and
So you're
Is that your love language?
You're the new dad.
Yeah,
Lovely.
I don't drop. I'm obviously not very communicative. I don't like to use
Clearly,
the
yeah.
L word. Like I think the L word is trash, mainly because
Love?
Yeah, I don't use it.
Why is it trash?
Have you ever
Have
been
you
in
not
love?
seen maybe? Have you not seen the movie 10 Things I Hate About You when the girl's
Oh,
like,
my
I
God.
love my
Do you
product
want me to
back.
recite it?
You know what?
You know?
Here's what I love. I love
wait,
this.
time
I love this.
time out. But seriously, like, I used to be a college cheerleader. So from the time I was 17 years old till about 26, 28, every female in my life was an elite cheerleader. Every female. Every female friend, every female girlfriend, every female, crush?
Yeah.
All of it.
Yeah, we call those crushes.
Yeah. So anyway, but when you're around that many of those girls, and those girls are always getting played by the fuckboys,
Right.
and you see how easily they're manipulated with, but baby, I love you, and they're like, okay, I'll have
So
sex
just
with you.
diluted the.
It completely killed the value
I
for
see,
me.
I see. That's
So like,
You're like,
so
let
to
me
me, I'm
hold
like,
you up.
because I was so good friends with these girls, I was like, I will never do that to another.
What's
to a girl.
coming up for you
But
right
do
now?
you?
What do you mean?
Like, emotionally, what's coming
Oh,
up for you?
come on, there.
I'm actually just trying to talk.
But what if like you really fall in love with someone and you're truly deeply in love with them? You wouldn't say I love you?
Oh, of course I would say that.
Okay, so it's not.
No, you'd say, let me
completely-
spot you, right?
Let me just throw you in the air.
Yeah. I mean, that is a requirement. If I can't hold you in there with one arm.
Oh.
I have a question.
Let me spot you real quick.
So let's say it sounds like maybe verbalizing your love isn't the way to go about it, but like, what do you do to make a girl feel? You like to pamper girls and
Yeah.
you know, gift things. What is like a way that you? What's a fun surprise that you've done, or a fun gift, a memorable gift you've given? Anything? I told a story about how guys
Please tell
called
me
a
the-
Swiffer wet jet, and I was over
Please
the
tell me
moon.
that one of the best gifts that you've given is the DVD to 10 Things I Hate About You.
No. I've done a trip to New York.
Nice.
Love a trip.
Love a trip.
Yeah,
But
especially to
it
New
was
York.
also a trip to Vegas, so we went half
Right.
New
Wait.
York, half Vegas.
Oh wow,
Okay,
that's
On the
like
way,
a
on the way to New York,
possibility.
you stopped in
You go,
Vegas.
you go.
Well, I was living
Which way-
in
you go-
Dubai at the time, so
Okay.
it was a college
Okay,
crush. We met in New York, and then we went to Vegas.
You just locked it in.
No, there was no lock-in. While we're in Vegas, like the last night that they were at, or the trip, we're at a very nice restaurant, and she's like, "I know how you feel. I'm really in love with this guy." I was like, "The bitch, the
what?
Wait, young Michelle? Old Michelle?
Hold on, wait,
No.
hold on, hold on.
That shade
Hold on,
fanny
hold on.
should be
Wait,
like-
wait. Let's run this back.
Okay.
Yeah. No,
Okay,
just go for it.
Or Bush.
You're in Dubai.
Yeah.
Your first date is in New York.
Yeah. It's somebody I've known for like 8 years.
Okay, cool. So almost a baker's dozen. So your second trip is in Vegas.
It was
one day.
We met there, had 3 or 4 days,
That's
and then
trying
went
to
to
process.
Vegas.
It's just trying to take some
I'm trying to go like, you go like, hey, I'm gonna pick you up at your place. It's
No,
gonna be
she
Dubai.
was living in
And then we're gonna go
Dallas.
to our second place, which will be New York. That's our first drink. And then we'll go to the place where we have dinner.
It was like
Vegas.
it was like a 5-day trip.
Nice.
5 days.
5 date trip. Date.
5 days.
Date
Date.
trip.
Still.
5-day date.
Still.
Really.
Still.
What?
I'm still mad.
I
at
just
her.
I can't.
I'm mad at
Why would
her.
you
My
mad at her?
brain is trying to
Because,
like.
she took advantage of you.
I just.
No, it's fine. It is what it is.
Was that young Michelle?
No. Young Michelle was too. Young Michelle was that was a Match.com
No.
thing, and she matched with me. This is time out. My bad.
Ooh, no, I'm intrigued.
Sorry.
I want to hear all the horror
So
stories.
she
of
she
my
DM'd me out of the blue because she was actually
She sent you a fax. What year was this?
she was younger than my search, and she DM'd
How
me.
young, Ryan?
She was 20.
Okay.
I was 34. And
That's fine.
yeah, thank you.
Thank
I
you for
thought
your
so.
honesty.
I'm always honest.
I know.
And so anyway, this is,
I get so nervous.
so the first, well, we went out, we had a nice dinner, and then she basically moved in that night, and then she never left. She just stayed at
Wait,
my house
she
the entire.
moved in?
She didn't move in, but she just never left.
Keep turning
For
around.
how long
What?
did she
It
stay?
It was like a
Is
3
she here
month.
now?
No, no,
Throwing
no.
these like wrenches at us. Like,
But here's the thing: is like
What?
she Netflix cheated on me, so I was
What?
like, after
Okay,
that, I was
whoa,
out.
whoa,
Whoa, hold on, wait, hold on,
Whoa,
hold on.
whoa,
What,
whoa.
like, are you going on like Star Wars trilogy dates? Like, what the fuck is happening with these
Wait, what
dates?
is it? Netflix
Dubai, New
cheated
York,
on
Vegas,
me. Like
moving?
she used someone else's login,
No.
or like
She
what?
watched a show without you?
Oh yeah.
If
she
we're
was out.
watching a
Yeah.
show, so what's a good? You watch a show with your
I see where
significant
he's
other,
going with
Yes.
this. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
and what happens when that person and you're 7 episodes in, season in, and then they go and start watching. Because she was on Christmas break from college, and I was working, so she just
Okay,
kept
what was
going.
the show? What was the show?
I forget, but I was.
You can't
but I-
forget.
We're no longer.
It was the
It
Kevin
does
Bacon
matter.
murder one. The
Okay.
I think it was like followers.
Okay, yeah,
What is it
followers,
called?
yeah.
Followers.
Oh
Yeah.
yes, that
Yeah.
was a good
Yeah.
one.
That's
Yeah.
not.
I know.
That's not a
It
good
had, like,
enough.
one
That's not a
season
good
or
enough
two.
show to be mad about.
Wait,
anything.
No, it's
I
personal.
still want to go back to like the
Well, she was also really young and crazy.
It's the principle. Yeah. No.
Martina.
Netflix.
So to be clear, the reason you ended the relationship is because she watched the Kevin Bacon show without you.
No.
Okay, that's more
It's
to it.
more of a
Well,
joke.
well,
yeah.
but when you
I-
mention
I-
Netflix
I
cheating,
forgot.
that's what it means. Like when someone
Yeah.
watches a show. Oh, wow.
But you will go and I will put them in a Netflix purgatory. Like you know what? We're not watching any movies for a while.
I
It'll be a while
I have a
before
funny
we.
story though.
Yeah.
This is
It's gonna be funnier than the other two.
It actually, yeah.
This is a lot for me to process.
I'm like, dude, I'm blown. My mind's blown.
Takes a lot.
So my best friend is
Yeah.
Tyler. You met Tyler. I think I don't know if all of y'all met him, but anyway, we've been friends for like 19 years, and we've been living together for off and on
Since
for
young,
like.
young Michelle was born.
Hey.
Good one.
But anyway, so
Taking it back to the Kevin Bacon of us.
The Kevin Bacon.
So
I just sliced my hand open.
this is about like maybe 8 years ago or something. So there was a girl I dated like in basically when y'all were in grade school, and it was funny because like I was way into her, everything was cool, and then you leave college, she goes her route, you go your route, and it was like 8 years later, somehow Tyler was like, yeah, so and so, yeah, she wanted to have a threesome with me and so. I was like, what? He's like, I told you that. I was like, no, you didn't.
How?
But he didn't have the threesome. But it was just so funny because Tyler's so nonchalant.
I just,
So
you're like, I don't. What's a way, Brent? I feel like you can help me. Like someone who tells a story, you're just not sure what's gonna go, and then it just.
Yeah.
What is
dude,
that
I got fun
called?
stories.
It's
like
a,
zero
maybe
communications.
only- A plot twist, but like on,
I don't
on
know.
Alien,
Emotional
I guess.
turmoil.
Wow.
Climax.
Okay, let's get a couple more questions.
All right,
We're
I
running
do
out of
have.
time
I'm
here.
gonna like take the tone down a little, like
Oh.
back to
basics.
being a little,
Don't take it back to
sentimental
childhood.
here tonight.
Yes.
So I think that I speak for all of us when I say that we thank you so much for everything you've done for the pitch.
Chugga chugga.
Chugga chugga.
Chugga chugga.
More chuggas.
Chugga chugga.
So-
Chugga
Sorry, we
chugga.
didn't know anything about
But my question is, what have you enjoyed the most about the pitch?
Give us each a compliment.
Yeah, give us a compliment.
I need attention.
No,
I need attention.
No, I need
attention.
attention. No, but for real, like you wouldn't be doing everything if you didn't believe in this. Doing everything that you
I
do
just
for
love
us.
it's like, hey, let's do a dating show, and last minute you're going to be on the dating show. You have to do the video, and when you're up here, give us compliments.
I didn't say give us compliments.
Typical
I said
I
what
did.
that was Martina. I
I'm
just
gonna-
said,
I'm gonna-
what have
Sorry.
you- because if
So-
you, with all your help and everything you've done, it's because you believe in this. So why do you believe in this?
So, I mean, do you want what kind of answer do you want?
Compliments.
Honestly,
the complimentary.
I see this as being a very strong opportunity for monetization. I don't necessarily do stuff I do things for fun. I do things for experience. But like this, to me, it is fun. It is cool to meet everybody and then see the people and it is a fun concept. It is a fun show. But I also see that there is potential for growth, for it to grow. I mean, while we're live, we finally hit 100 subscribers, which means now we can change the URL. So, in the YouTube world, the first 100 subscribers are the hardest number to reach. Because 1,000 is easier than 100.
Right.
10,000 is easier than 1,000. So the hardest metric is that first 100. So we hit that. So to me, all of this is an opportunity to grow as a media company. One thing that I'm doing here at Harbor Belmont versus like a marketing media company.
You mean Sharper Belmont?
Sharper.
You
Another
could
time.
try to go there, but I don't know.
Sharper image
is
Belmont.
I'm not, and then Christiana gets mad at me a lot because I'm like, I'm not interested in being a studio for hire. I'm not interested in that. I'm interested in being more of the development play where you have back end, because I personally know people and I've seen it, what the YouTube media lifestyle can be and how much, I mean, not to sound like a greedy prick, but how much money there really is in this stuff. So that's my main motivation. I mean, if I can get some shrapnel ladies out of the thing, more
Even
power to
better.
it.
Shrapnel
5 chuggas.
5 chuggas to that.
See, I told y'all.
Shrapnel ladies.
You know,
sign on
I've
up.
told her that I
Okay.
probably relate more with Brent than anybody.
And
I hate it, but
I'm feeling the shrapnel right now.
Feeling the shrapnel.
I have a dating question.
Yeah,
If I
go
may
for it.
take it back to dating.
I would
Yes,
prefer
yes,
that.
yes. Well, I just wanted to.
No, that was great.
Listen,
moment.
and let's use this scenario
Okay.
since we're making it awkward. Say you're on a first date with Andrea.
Okay.
What would be like? Where would you take her? Like, where would you guys go? What would your date be?
Me? Where would you take
It would
me?
depend. It would depend on.
No, not like the weather's perfect outside. It's October. It's you're
Well,
looking your best. She's looking her best. Where would you guys go? And
Well-
everything's open.
Right, but it would like again. I'm very reactionary in the sense that like, how interested isn't she in me? Like, as if she's playing hard to get, then it's like, okay, let's do coffee. If she's like into it, then you go for, okay, let's do the Nick and Sam's, let's do the Del Frisco's, let's do Bob's Steakhouse.
She's into it, very much into it.
Then you would I would go to a nice restaurant. Period. And I would go to the Nines. But the reality is, right now, I'd be
The
like,
Nines
hey,
and Deep Ellum? I don't know if you want to go there after.
I haven't been to Deep
Trust me,
Ellum
I know
in
that.
years. No, I mean, I'm a big.
You like to read the situation.
Yeah,
And
like,
react.
but I'm also I'm not a big chaser anymore. I used to chase, and like my biggest fear, to get real, is
Like
to
it.
be the creeper guy.
Yeah.
Like, so because
Yeah.
I'm very playful and I have a really like strong sense of humor that you'll probably never see. Chris has seen it with a couple of people that I'm close, like Jay Lee. Like when her video about, oh, he's so sweet, I'm like, ooh, lies. You know, the amount of
Money you paid her.
Well, but,
How
no,
much money
but
do
don't you think that maybe if you had that, like, you would attract the girl that's like, I can fuck with that. I can handle
what do
that.
you mean?
Like
If you have that personality, like if you're just there with it, they go like they're
the
like
restraining orders are very specific.
Oh, okay. So it's that kind of creep.
So so you're like the guy in the grape.
I would never do a sweatsuit to an article.
Okay, good.
No, I would never. See, the thing is, like, my thing is this: is like, if I'm like, hey, Andrea, like, I'm into you, and like, hey, I'd like to take you out. Hey, here's some flowers. We couldn't make out, or not make out. We couldn't make the date. Here's some flowers because you're doing a thing underneath thing. And if I ever heard that, like, she thought I was coming on too strong, I would never talk to her again. Because not because of anything like, oh, I'm mad. It's if there's any hint that she is like creeped out by me, that's a big fear for me.
You just don't want to be that guy.
I do not want to be that guy.
That's
I think it's like when you're being genuine and that genuine part crosses that in people's minds crosses that line.
One of the things that I have gotten in the past, like because I haven't really dated in a long time, is when I was like in my 20s dating. Girls would be like, thinking I would come on too strong. They're like, oh my God, he's like in love with me. I'm like, bitch, I don't even know you. I'm just being nice.
Yeah.
Like, just because I'm giving you flowers.
He says that,
exactly.
bitch,
like,
in a very
someone giving you flowers doesn't mean
loving
they're
way.
like in love with
No,
you.
I mean,
It's a nice
serious.
thing. Like, when does that become like?
Sure,
How many? No, let's get into this real quick because how many times have you heard girls say, I want a nice guy to give me flowers. Hey, here's some flowers. Oh my God, I think he's a stalker.
I have similar, like a friend, the one who was like turned off by the guy saying like, oh, he told us, he said we were a couple. That's not what I want. Same thing with like doing just the bare minimum, like calling to check in, texting, walking someone to open their door is also like, what's wrong? Like, is everything okay? I'm like, he's doing what we all really ask for, but it's so unexpected that I think it becomes like an anomaly where you're like, what's wrong? Something could go wrong here. You're like thinking through, why is this happening?
But then when they act like assholes,
it's translated. It's interpreted weird.
One thing that I get from a lot of my female friends over the past 15, 20 years, like after we've been friends for like 2 or 3 years, like, oh my God, Ryan, you would be such a good boyfriend. I'm like, I know.
We're gonna find you some shrapnel love.
You're on the right show.
You're
on the right
This
show.
is like what was that war movie?
No, but the thing is, like, I'm also very open-minded about it. Like, in the sense that, like, hey, I'm really in. Well, that's probably not a good example, but let's go to.
Wait, let's go back.
I just said I was open-minded.
Hey, Juan,
I just gravitated to it.
Yeah, you'll have to have a double
eye contact.
You have to have a double.
No,
to be
it's
into
like
Juan.
it was going back to Andrea. I'm like, I'm really into you, and then they're like, well, I'm not into you. I'm like, okay. Like it's not on to the next. It's just like
being
okay.
direct. Like I said in my video, you're a very direct person.
Yeah.
Like you're just very.
I'm also very
bullshit.
non-confrontational.
No,
like
but you know what else? You said I want attention. See?
Yeah.
It says a lot to just say,
Well,
hey, I want.
One of my exes, she was crazy, as they are, and
as we
she
are.
had, but her history with men was so bad, like, and I like. And this was a mistake, but I felt it was my duty to like prove her wrong that men were okay. So I was with her for like 3 months, way too long.
You cannot fix people.
Yeah, you can't fix people.
I know. It was a
we've all
bad
tried. We've all
experience.
tried that one.
Yeah, it was bad.
You tried though.
Chugga? No.
Chugga,
Oh,
yes.
no chuggas for
No
her.
chuggas for that.
Chugga, mini
Yes,
chugga.
Chris, you have a
Chris
question.
has a question.
What are some red flags for you when you are
Over 30.
Sorry, ladies.
So
Sorry,
that's-
shrapnel.
I'm kidding.
I'm just quitting this show.
I
at
am
this point.
kidding.
I am.
What are some red flags?
Yeah.
I'm 29. I've got a few.
But you have a boyfriend.
you really do like personality and all the things.
Yeah, I like ambition. I like you know how a lot of women complain that that a lot of men only want they want the woman to be like the household, stay in the kitchen type thing.
Yeah.
They don't want an ambitious woman. Like to me, like if you're a lawyer or a doctor or an entrepreneur or like a just if you got your shit together, like
Out of the
I am
kitchen.
so into that.
Yeah.
You know,
Never in the kitchen.
What's that? What'd you say?
So is Katie.
Oh, Katie.
Oh.
Katie, if you're
Too
watching,
bad.
I hope
Yeah,
you're
but
watching.
I'm not trying to
Too
say
bad.
I don't got my shit together.
You want somebody that's got a job where they're like, I can't be in the kitchen.
Well,
I'm too busy.
I've been an entrepreneur
never
for
be
like 18 years.
You get it.
So if you know the entrepreneur graph, it's like you're here and then you're here and then you're here and then you're here. Like, you know, I said I lived in Dubai. If you're not you're not a United States person living in Dubai if you're not making a shit ton of money. You know, so it is what it is. So but no,
What was
I
it like
don't.
dating in Dubai?
Non-existent. That's why
what
I
I'm
went
gonna
to
feel
New York.
I had to go to New York.
Actually, I do have a point to that. Say I met you in Dubai. You're an expat, I'm an expat.
Okay.
And we met in the first 30 days.
Okay.
And I said, hey, can I take you to drink? Can I buy you a drink? And you're like, yeah. And then you do that same old, here's a drink. Let's have a 2 to 3 minute conversation. Cucumber martini. And then if the conversation is going well, you get a second drink. If it's not, hey, nice to meet you, I'm out. Over there, same person. If you've been here longer than 30 days, and I'm like, hey, can I buy you a drink? The first thing you do is like, no designer this, no designer that, no designer that. No, thank you, I'm good.
And they don't like alcohol. There is like hard to get or like really expensive. Well, maybe not hard to get.
You go to a
but
hotel.
So the girls are
right,
super
hotels.
picky.
I'm talking about
You can't buy
expat.
it,
I'm
like,
talking
a
about
supermarket.
expat women, and this.
Please
I'll talk to the guys.
Please define that for the audience.
An expat is like anybody that that's from a different country living in another country. So like if you were living in Dubai, you would be an expatriate.
Yes.
Expatriate.
Okay.
So expat.
So like Tom Brady. Expatriate.
Very good.
That was
I'll be
So
your
the thing that women always say, if y'all were listening, is like, well, I would never be like that. I would never be a gold digger. It's like you've also never had a Rolex watch on your first date.
Okay. What a pickup line. Hey, thank
You want
you,
a Rolex?
Martina. Thank you for coming to this date. I appreciate it.
Oh wow.
You get a Rolex. You also get a martini.
No, for real. Like the locals, the Emiratis, like if they have their wives, they have their betrothed, but they have their expat, their European, their United States mistresses. First date's Rolex, second date is a apartment.
I'm gonna have to.
What?
I'm gonna have to go.
Wow.
Hold on, wait, what?
You think I'm kidding?
It goes back to the sugar babies. We're gonna talk about that.
Yeah,
That's not even a sugar. That's a.
You're like, I'm in the wrong country.
What like? What's above sugar?
it's
Like
weird.
Yes, sir.
Let's take the pitch to Dubai.
You never really gotten your red flags from
You red flagged a country, but not a potential date.
Take your little tag keyword back, please. It's not a Rolex.
I think Tori said something that resonated with me, which was just doing the callback there. Is I think Brent, you asked about politics, and she was like anything that's fanatical. Was it you?
Yeah,
Sorry.
of course. Like, they don't
judge,
care
the
about
judge.
it.
My bad.
The judge. I'm the justice.
Like to me, if you're fanatical about anything, that's a red flag. Like fanatical being like you can't
Extreme.
have a conversation.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I can have it. Personally, you can change my mind. And if you can't have the ability to change minds, then I think that's a little.
So
too
somebody
weak.
could have been
I
like,
agree.
"Let's not go to New York. Let's go to Boston," and you'd be like, "Oh yeah, let's not go to Vegas. Let's then go to Portland."
I think that's a different context, but sure.
Still,
But I'm talking about like if it's like, hey, I really like the color blue.
Right.
And it's like, but you know what, red's better.
No,
It's
I
like,
gotcha.
no, blue's that. It's like, no.
Maybe she'd be like, "Let's not watch this Kevin Bacon show. Let's watch Stranger Things."
Let's watch the pitch.
They can
I
make
have
you.
a
They can make
question
you a
for
Philadelphia Eagle fan.
I have a question for Ryan.
Yes.
Ryan,
Yes.
do you want to settle down, get married, and have kids?
Whoa.
Yeah.
The realest question of the night.
I would love to be married. I would love to have kids. I would love to start a family. But the problem, my thing is I'm big on I'm an all-in kind of guy. So like when I'm dating, I'm not dating multiple people. Like I don't have time for that. I'm here 12, 14 hours a day. So, and I have no problem making time because time is a love language for me. Time and affection and pampering. Quality time. Yeah. So I love giving that to somebody. So I don't have the ability to do multiple people at the same time. What was the question?
That's an orgy.
Do you
I
want
have-
to
do you
have?
wanna have
Oh, do I want to
kids?
kids?
Get married,
Yeah.
have kids,
My thing is, this is a half joke but half serious. I'm not ready for kids unless I can afford a full-time nanny.
Honesty.
I
like
feel
that.
the same
I
way.
like
You don't have
it.
to.
Listen,
Chug it.
I have the finale question.
Ooh.
Wrap it up.
It's a sitch.
Wrap it up.
It's a sitch.
They're saying we can go all night.
Well, wrap it up though, so he doesn't have kids.
What is that?
There's a lot.
Right.
Of just a, here's
We don't play that game.
Here's my sitch.
Okay, so he doesn't wear condoms.
I have a sitch and no one's listening.
I'm listening.
Nope.
It's hard out
We're
here.
listening.
It's
We're
hard
listening.
out here for the Kevin Bacon. It's a sitch for the pitch. Are you ready?
What's a sitch?
Oh, Jesus.
Pay attention to the
Situation.
question.
Here's a situation for you.
Got it,
I don't
thank
have time to say the whole word. I'm very busy. Here's the sitch. There's a great girl, non-fluffy, entrepreneur, not in Dubai. She's here, great, doesn't have kids. Perfect situation here, right? But she wants to go on a first date on Wednesday at 8 p.m. Central Time. Do you go, yes or no?
It depends.
On what?
It depends on how.
Can we come?
I know, like,
To
can
the
we
show?
record?
To the
Again, it depends on how well everything in here is run. Because my goal with this is to get it to where it's systematized, to where you do have that person I'm trying to hire. Why aren't you here yet?
Please say yes to the job. Okay?
Yes. Well, she already did say yes, but she's like, I don't know if I'm moving to Dallas or not. Anyway.
Call her?
We should call her.
No.
Live on air.
I don't want to scare her. No, but
You know who you are.
I on a situation like that, I'd be like, hey, I actually produced this show. Would you like to watch live?
Kinky.
Nice.
Because if they
clap.
watch live, then it's like you get to see me in my environment.
I was
Um,
afraid
I'm
we
not
were-
laughing at you, Ryan. I'm laughing at Chris.
Chris. I was like,
Right.
kinky.
Kinky.
Live on the first date.
Oh,
Right off at the
You
band
never
site.
know what's gonna happen.
in 3D.
Yes.
Okay.
More questions.
All right,
Let's
all
just make more about me.
More
We talked about
more
sharper
attention.
image for
We
like
do
2
have
hours.
one last-
Can
us
we, can we
each,
do
but-
one last chugga for Ryan
Let's
and
thank
for
Ryan
Chris
and
Yeah.
and
Chris
for Sekou, for
and
everybody
Sekou,
that's
and
helping
thank
us?
you to everybody
you.
for helping us
Chugga,
get to 100
chugga.
subscribers. Oh,
Yeah.
It's
I
like
wasn't
more like
smiling.
101.
You should have popped champagne for that.
101. There we go. It's zooming right into my face.
Do we have champagne?
No, because
Probably.
you guys dropped it last time. So no, we're not. No more champagne. But thank
But
you.
if I can pitch myself,
Please.
yes, I would love to be in a relationship. I would love to find love.
Into the camera.
I'm in which
That
camera?
this one right
Where are
here.
you? Where are you?
Oh.
Or wait.
This one.
It's hard,
Right,
isn't
right.
it?
Me.
Oh, see
why.
why.
I'm if
look
you
I
if you listen to my friends in the video before, I am very loving, I'm very pampering, I love to take care of people, I love to do things. Are you
I
covered
feel. I just wanted to be about you.
with shade? Anyway, but I am a good dude. It is what it is.
And he comes with a lot of people that vouch for him. So
Yeah.
if
Yes.
you want
At least five.
5 new friends.
I will
7
I will
new friends.
Yes. I'm also very like eccentric, like when it not eccentric, what's excessive.
Oh.
Excessive is the
Similar
word.
but different.
I mean, eccentric's a good
No,
word.
we think you're
Well, like,
great.
it's like, okay, you were talking about random things. Sorry to make it about me. This is the type of stuff I do. If we're at a dinner, me and you, Brent,
Oh, I'm in.
and you're like,
After
man,
your
I
date with
can't,
Juan.
and we've had dinner, and you're like, I really want dessert. I can't tell if I want this, or this. Which one? You order all of them.
Yes.
Boom.
Yes.
And then the girl's like, oh my god, he just ordered all of
But
them.
you don't want them to be fluffy.
It's hard out there, girls.
Ooh,
It's
nice.
hard.
And on that
It's
note,
okay.
and on that
That's
note,
awesome.
It's hard out
But
there.
you just have a bite of all. But I know what he's saying.
Yeah.
Listen, he's a lover, guys. He's a lover.
Yes.
He's
He's
a
a
lover.
giver. He
wants
He's a
to
giver.
provide.
He wants to say, listen, I don't want you to have to choose between the desserts. I want you to know that you can choose any of the desserts.
You can have it all with
Because the
Ryan
real
Harper.
dessert is after the dessert.
You can have any
Ryan
food you
Sharp.
want. What's that song?
You
What's
can
that
have
song?
whatever you
Yeah,
like.
yeah,
We already did
you
it.
can have whatever you like.
That's
Sorry,
me.
shimmy,
And that's
shimmy,
my
shimmy,
dating
shimmy,
profile.
shimmy,
You can
shimmy,
have it
shimmy,
all.
I like
You
it.
can have it all.
And find him on Match.com.
No, I'm not. No.
No.
Okay.
No. Not a fun place.
I haven't. I'm not. Well, I think I'm on Vouch.
You are. I vouched for you.
But that's the
Well,
only
now you're on
person.
the
You
pitch.
vouched for me. Now you're on the pitch.
The
Yeah,
pitch is
but
even
I don't.
better.
I think there was a question earlier, like of dating profiles. Like I'm not.
Your picture is you like a
I'm on
fun face.
OnlyFans.
There you are.
Good. I'm gonna be
Yeah.
on OnlyFans too soon with my.
We're all soon coming soon. to
OnlyFans.com/Ryan S. Harper.
Ryan Sharper.
Ryan Sharper,
Ryan
because
Sharper.
the S.
If you want to laugh, go to that site. There's no content though.
Coming soon to an
Start
OnlyFans
eating
near
my
you.
apples up.
Okay,
All
I'll
of
leave.
us are gonna have a. No, all of us are gonna have an account. We're gonna see who gets the most subscriptions.
Are you-
Are you
More
okay?
money.
Are you
Your
eating
teeth.
your apple?
You're beautiful.
I'm hungry. I want a snack.
Oh, I thought you were in pain.
Guess
over
she's
there.
ready to go.
Just eating her apple.
Cool.
Alrighty.
Ryan, we love you. Thank you for all your
Oh,
help.
thank you.
We'll
Thank
help
you,
you
Ryan.
find
You're
a
amazing.
shrapnel lady.
I don't want a shrapnel lady. I want.
Oh.
I want a princess.
All right, princess.
I want a princess with non-daddy issues.
Yeah, there we go. Non-Dubai. Yeah, it's a lot of. You got a lot of.
Or an 88-year-old billionaire heiress on
Or
her way
that.
out.
That's probably.
One of the two.
In Dallas, I feel like that's not unreasonable to ask for.
One of my
Agreed.
clients in the salon, I got you.
Oh. We already have a
She's
candidate.
the driver
Oh, okay.
for the Bentley.
Ooh.
She is a driver for the Bentley? Bring it.
Literally, he calls for her appointments. Miguel calling for. I'm like, well,
Oh, that's my
wow.
fantasy.
Okay.
Driver.
Must be nice.
Same.
Let's have to bring a mister.
You're the mister.
Oh.
You're the mister.
It took a second. We're there. All right, thank you.
Mr. Sharper.
All right.
Thanks for the image.
I out Brent.
You'll never
Hard to
outbrand me.
do.
You are the magazine of all things that
Sharper
are
image.
sharper images, electronic, that could go in or around your insides. So.
I feel like there's a lawsuit right there.
There's a lawsuit
Yeah,
pending.
something
on
bad
our-
is going to come out of this
Yeah, we don't want to
episode.
get sued. Speaking of not
They
getting
won't
sued,
sue.
though,
They're so rich.
are they? It's been a tough year.
Yeah.
Okay.
This episode is
It's been a tough
sponsored
year.
by
This episode was not sponsored by Sharper Image.
Kodak.
Kodak. Doing well in the stock market. Anyway, thank you guys so much for tuning in, all three of you watching. We appreciate you. No, just kidding. Thank you to all of our subscribers. That's a big deal.
Yeah.
Thank you for tuning in. Thanks to the haters, too. I love a good hate comment. I got
What
one
was
on,
the
I got one
hater?
on Instagram.
Did you?
Yeah, that's a hater.
Trash
What'd
show.
they
I said, absolutely not, sir.
Who said
He
that?
said it was a trash show.
Abby.
I don't know. It was absolutely a troll.
Was it me?
Probably.
Yeah.
Was it you?
Wait, Chris, there was someone that commented that they liked my outfit, right?
Hey, just to
Yes.
3 hours
confirm.
ago.
I think it was
Just to
Kyle.
confirm.
Thank you.
No,
to whoever
I
you
wanted
are.
to say thank
Sound Lab Records.
Sound Lab
Sound Lab
Records.
Records.
Thank
Thank you
you
to you.
for the comp.
Thank you, sir. No, seriously, thank you guys for tuning in week after week. Next week we'll have Pitch Please, which is I don't even know how to describe that. We had a slumber party last. If you just want a size comparison for scale.
I always forget how tiny you are
I'm a small
until
person.
I get like next to you and you're like, oh my
Here
god,
for,
you're so
for
tiny.
scale. Put your hand here,
Yeah.
ladies. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway.
It doesn't match though. Don't
Yeah,
worry.
it doesn't. It's okay.
Okay.
8 o'clock next week.
Okay.
Y'all,
I just
hey,
said, I
y'all,
don't
you put
Okay.
me on last minute.
We don't. We really signed
You're
up
like,
for
I don't know how to
this.
end it.
We did sign up
No,
for
okay.
this.
I know how to end it. Thank you guys so much for tuning into the Pitch. We'll see you next week for Pitch Please. Give us your deal breakers. Give us some questions. Give us some debatable topics. We'll have our judge, Supreme Court Justice coming in to ask the tough questions. Follow us on Instagram. We'll release places for you to submit questions. Ryan's out of the show. He's leaving to make sure everything goes great back there. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'm Christiana. I'm going to let my friends, they don't like to do it, but I'm going to let them close it out anyway. Say goodbye, Justice, Supreme Court of
I am
Justice.
Justice Hoyos. See you
Ooh.
next week. Sorry, I, have an apple in my mouth.
Justice Hoyos' friend. See you next week.
I am.
Trump voice.
I am just as confused as you.
Wanna be? I'll have a double.
Juan, always with the wisdom. You guys can find us here every week. Make sure to subscribe, like, follow us on Instagram for more fun. I don't even know where to go with this anymore. I love you all. Thank you so
been a
much.
night.
Have it.
Yeah.
I'll be at the ER, but don't ask me what's wrong. Okay.
Yeah, don't ask her.
Don't ask.
But
All right,
you're
my
gonna put it
privacy-
out there.
Put my privacy,
Put it out there.
please. I'll go live. I'll see you guys later. Bye.
Peace.
Peace.